What's going on, y'all? Dallas just ran the ball on 1st and 10 and picked up 7 yards. I had to come in a little bit late. Had to get me a little bit of food in my system. How y'all feeling tonight? How are we doing tonight, y'all? Let's go. We're on Amazon Prime. We're on Jeff Bezos' app, Thursday Night Football. Hate watch, divisional hate watch. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Let me pull up the scoreboard for those not watching. Let me pull up the game cast. 2nd and 4. They're going to hand it to Rico Dowdle, and the Giants are going to hit him for a tackle for loss on 2nd down. How are we doing tonight? I saw Law in here, extra turned up off the early. What's going on, man? I came in cold like I've been here the whole time. You know how we do. What's going on? Smash that like button. That Monday game had me feeling like this shit is real. Are we balling? Hey, it felt like it was a part of a dream, to be perfectly honest with you. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. Dak is scrambling, throws it away. The Giants get a stop. We're Giants fans tonight, y'all. Unless it benefits Washington, we don't ever root for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't mind rooting for the Giants tonight. I hope they break their woes to the Cowboys. Giants get a stop. Deontay Banks is getting very physical. He just tried to German suplex CeeDee Lamb, but they didn't call it. Not turnover on downs. They're going to be punting it on 4th down. Giants football upcoming. I'm still feeling good about the game Monday, but it's time to look forward to our Week 4 game. How are we doing, man? Smash that lick button for your girl later. Law crazy as hell. He had a little drink he drank, didn't he? I had to go get me some little pasta in right quick. Had me a little pasta. There's a link in the description at the top. Oh, what we talking about? Let me see what I missed. Hold up. 1 second. Come on, Giants. No damn respect. We need to take our respect. Absolutely. I do not care about being respect. Yeah, fuck that. It did feel nice for them glazing us all week. It felt nice. Law crazy. All I want from my team is to do whatever it would take to get Johnson out of Michigan. Will Johnson, we need a cornerback so badly. We need a corner so badly. Let's go, Giants. Let's go. 1st and 10, New York Giants from the 15. They're going to hand it to Devin Singletary, and he's going to pick up about 5, maybe 6 on 1st down. Here we go. Go Big Blue. Go G-Men. Haters ball, raise up. Patrick Peterson, I seen him on Craig Hoffman's show talking about the squad. If he wasn't washed, I would say, come on, how do I buy a membership? I dropped the link near the top of the chat. I could drop it again for you. If you didn't find it yet, as I catch up in the chat, it should say join. But let me drop it in there one more time for you. I got you, no worries. For anybody who wants to join up the channel, you see these fly-ass channel badges in the chat. 2nd and 5 for the Giants, and they're going to go back to Singletary again. No dice on the 2nd time. They're going to catch him for about no gain on the play. 3rd and 5 coming up for the New York Giants. Come on, Malik Neighbors. Did y'all see that mic'd up, the B-Rob mic'd up that the team just dropped about an hour ago? That shit was dope as hell. We were lit as shit watching it. Our players were lit as shit on the field, and B-Rob, in a game where he wasn't even getting the ball like that, was still hype and showed so much emotion and animation throughout the whole game. 3rd down coming up for New York. Daniel Jones is in the shotgun. 3rd and 4. He's back to pass. He's looking. He's going deep down the left sideline to a wide open Malik Neighbors. Big gain on the play. 1st down, New York Giants. And then my Amazon Prime started tweaking after he was getting tackled. I didn't know if he broke the tackle or not because that shit just paused on me. The hell just happened? Hold up. Let me go back and resume live. Big play to Malik Neighbors, and this shit just froze on me. Anybody else's shit froze? I don't even know how the play resulted. What are we doing? Malik Neighbors is a dog. That's a number 1 receiver right there, shawty. That is a number 1 receiver if I've ever seen one right there. I was hoping we'd do Haterama on Sunday, but this Haterama, oh no, we're doing it again on Sunday. I'm starting the stream at 1 o'clock on Sunday. We're going to go through the Tampa Bay and Philadelphia Eagles game, and then we're going to get up to Washington's game at 4 o'clock. We got a new member and a super. Let me catch up with the chat. Give me a second. Door Gunner, my guy. He was over there watching in the NFC roundtable as well. Appreciate you. Hurricane watch party on my phone. Lost power. Hey, prayers up to y'all. Hope y'all get power back. Where is these hurricanes taking place? Is this Florida only? Is it a specific parts? Welcome, Dino B, the witness. Welcome to the Rambling family. Welcome to and flex that badge on the rest of the chat. Welcome to the family. We're hate watching the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants. Let's get it in. Neighbors had a big play, and now the Giants are in Cowboys territory. Dallas has notoriously owned this football team for quite some time. We're hoping those woes stop. They got the ball at the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the New York Giants. And they're going to fake it to Devin Singletary. Daniel Jones is going to keep it on the read option. He's going to take it for about 5 yards on the play, 4 yards, 3rd and 3 upcoming for the Giants. Hold up. Let me make sure this shit is live because this shit is definitely not live. There's a flag on the play. I think we're live now. I think we're good. Where you at, Rio? I'm here now. It took me a little bit to get here, but we are here. I was getting a little food, a little drinking, and a little, we was getting ready. Almighty Finesse, I know he's hyped. Face mask on the offense, though. You hate to see it. Dallas defense is ass. It looks like a collective divisional ass defense so far. It looks like we all suck. It's hard to support the Giants, but I'm going to do it tonight. We want the Dallas to stack L's as much as possible. How does Neighbors get left that open? That's a good question. We did it, and now they did it. Gulf Coast, Big Bend of Florida, prayers up to everybody down there. For real, I lost my power down here in Tampa as well. I hope y'all power comes back, man. Y'all can watch the game vicariously through me. 2nd and 18, Giants back, pushed back to around the 50-yard line again. Daniel Jones in the empty with 5 wide receivers. He's going to throw it to Wan'Dale Robinson over the left side. They're going to pick up only about 3 or 4 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and very long coming up for the New York Giants. Hurricane Helen is touching down Florida, but surrounding states will be affected. Man, I hate it. I hate natural disasters. I'm south of Atlanta. We are getting a lot of rain, but nothing bad. I hope it continues. I hope it continues to not be bad for you. North of Gainesville. Damn, is 90% of the chat in Florida? Man, it makes me nauseous saying go Giants. It's the neighbor's hood. I like it. Well, let's nauseating saying go Dallas. Yeah, Les Dallas is getting us into the playoffs. I never want Dallas to win. 3rd and 10. Daniel Jones throws it on the run. He gets it out to Wan'Dale. Wan'Dale Robinson is going to be 3 yards short of the sticks. Is this 4-down territory, or are they going to kick the field goal? Dallas, boo. That shit don't even sound right. Ass versus ass. Ass versus ass juice. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Shout out Brooklyn. Shout out to BK. At least you're from where you're supposed to be when you like your team. I be seeing Giants fans here in the DMV. Don't got no ties to the area, just like them. Yes, sir, from Florida. What's going on, man? What's going on? How y'all feeling tonight? Smash that like button in the chat. The field goal is good, and the Giants have just taken a 3-0 lead. Shout out to the Giants on the board early. Let's get it in. Have y'all seen the salute to service gear yet? That shit is fly as hell. The white camo this year, definitely seen some of that. Don't know if I'm going to be spending $100 on a hoodie, but that shit is fly. 4th and 4 field goal. My team would never be so pussy. Hey, we would have went for it. Because we know, like Cliff said in the press conference today, man, we're not built to be out here playing games with them right now. So we're not built to be making mistakes. We got to be aggressive. We got to attack success. I need a tie here. I don't want nobody to win. I'll take a Giants win because the Giants ultimately, we want Dallas losing games earlier because Dallas has so much more higher expectations, and we want them taking L. We want the Eagles and the Cowboys to stack L because that then makes the division wide open for everybody in a year where we should have nothing to say in the division. So go Giants tonight, baby. That's where Biggie and Jay-Z from. Marcy, the Marcy projects and shit. Florida heavy in here, very Florida heavy. I didn't know we had such a Washington following in Florida, but shout out to them. You already know Just Living Good. We on this thing full time now, so streams can come at any time. Primetime games, I'm liable to watch party it. You know the vibration. Rooting for the Giants, but when they score, I still say fuck them. Oh, it's always fuck them, though. It's fuck them while it's happening. It's fuck them if they win. It's fuck them if they lose. Those are the ops. Let's go, G-Men. I need Dallas miserable. I want the crash out. I want the Cowboy crash out. Should have said no, Diddy, after let's get it in. No, Diddy, after let's get it in. Now, let's get it in, man. What's going on, David? How we doing tonight, man? When we getting the Rio merch? That is a good question. Now that I have 1,000 different logos to pick from, I got to figure that out. I'm working on that right now. I got a branding guy looking to put that shit together so we can add a store to the channel. We're doing it. We're working it out. $100 for a hoodie is cheap. I'm glad your pockets are. I'm glad that's cheap for you. $100 for a hoodie. It sounds normal in this economy with inflation, but that's still a lot for a hoodie to me. I ain't wearing no designer. That quote was funny as fuck during Cliff's presser. Hell yeah, it was real. It was Cliff realizing like, nah, we not built for Jaden to be out here making mistakes because he kind of know he can't make mistakes. Daniel Jones is getting confident. I can see it in his play. That isn't good. Good for him. That aura of Malik Neighbor is just rubbing off on guys right now. Would be crazy if to see Giants win 2 games in a row. I can't be the only DC native in here. My whole family's from DC. I'm a Northern Virginia boy, though, but my whole entire family on my mother and father's side, born and raised and still to this day in DC. That early win over the Giants is crucial. Yep, and we still got to see them later in the year. Huge following in Chicago, too. Don't ever say Washington's fan base is dead. Look at Brian Daboll, man. That boy look good, man. That boy done lost some weight. Ozempic Dayball. The Ozempic been going crazy. The guy's losing weight in 2 weeks and shit. A lot of Commanders fans here in the Tampa area. DC native, hey, shout out to you. This game will be called the Sphincter Bowl. I want to see the panic from Dallas fans in the media. Tampa, Clearwater for vacation. It's a good area. Smash that like button always, Charles. Appreciate you. What up, Rio, a.k.a. Gift of Gab? Hey, I try to, man. Running my mouth. It's a specialty. It's my gift and my curse. Jerry likes the BBC. Riding through the storm. Please be careful out here. Please be safe. 1st and 10, Dallas from the 25. Dak's back to throw. He finds that CeeDee Lamb. He finds CeeDee Lamb for about 4. Second and short. Second and moderate coming up for Dallas. F Dallas and everything they stand for. South America's team. Palm Beach, Florida. Shows all of our games. Oh, that's fire. South Carolina in the building. Shout out to SC Roanoke. Feels weird rooting for the Giants. Good evening, Rio. Jarrett coming in hot. DMV Dallas fans, as we ever where. There's DMV Dallas. We're way too much of them. Y'all are like rodents. Rio merch, let's get it. It's coming. It's coming. We're working on it. I'm not trying to roll out some bullshit. And that Teespring link and that shit, that's some bullshit. I'm trying to get it official and legit so I can roll out some fly shit. Also got to be careful to not get hit with a cease and desist. I'm using the team's old and current logo. So it's an interesting hill to climb, but we're going to get there. Neighbors, McLaurin. Malik Neighbors is a dog, bro. Malik Neighbor, we're not here to have that argument. I'm from Bethesda. Shout out Bethesda, Maryland. I was DC, Florida, but born and raised in the 757, Williamsburg, Virginia. My boy Charles is from DC. That boy be coming up from Florida on the regular. Born in DC. The Commonwealth in the building. Ozempic. I mean, that's Ozempic dabs, man. That man went from looking extra large to being slimmed down right before the season start. That boy looked good, though. Shout out to him. Fredericksburg, Virginia in the building. What up, Kyle? Hit the like button one more time. Tell a friend to pull up and then hit the like button as well. Shout out Royal Halou. We're going to get back to the shout outs. We're going to make that a daily ritual when we watch party and other teams play. Where is Jerry's drunk ass at? In the owner's suite doing what he do, being a nasty boy up there. Yorktown, Virginia. Very historic city right there. It feels like when other teams talk shit about us, We backed that shit up. Now we used to not remember when Marshmallow Man Mike McCarthy said we're gonna beat Washington so confidently. Yep, and remember when they brought the benches? Remember that was a thing? Good times, man. That Rio merch gonna be fire. Yeah, that's just gonna be dope. That's just gonna be dope. I'm gonna get y'all right. Never understood how there are so many Cowboy fans in the DMV. The NFC East in general, it's a lot. It's a big spread out around in the division so far. Another South Carolina. Okay, we got another one in here. Redskins fan treading water in Florida. Keep fighting the good fight and stay safe out there. North Carolina. What up, Morris? There is no place like New York. It's a movie out here. I'll pass. I'll pass on New York every day of the week. Not a fan. Not a fan of big cities, to be perfectly honest. I'm cool. I would stay my ass in somewhere in suburban Northern Virginia. I'm cool. From Stafford, Virginia to Daytona Beach. Hey, shout out Stafford. Shout out Stafford. I've always loved the hello chant. I know. I don't know why Roy Halou had a chant, but it was fire though. I like Smoot better and Cooley. All right, CeeDee Lamb and Dak, what y'all got? 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Dak's in the shotgun. He's back to pass. He's looking. He's going over the left side. He's going back to his number one target, CeeDee Lamb again. First down, Dallas Cowboys. If you're going to throw it to somebody, throw it to CeeDee Lamb because that is my fantasy wide receiver. So ultimately, we will take those points. 210 in the chat. Make sure y'all smash that like button for the kid. PG County. There's a long story behind all the Dallas fans in the DC area. It dates back to 1960. I've heard a little bit of it. Philly in the building. What up, Cam? Shout out to Ryan Terrain. First down, Dak's going to dump it off to the fullback, and he's going to pick up about 5-6 yards on the play. No, that's not that's Deuce Vaughn. That's little Deuce Vaughn. I thought he was a fullback. Little ass. South Carolina is the superior Carolina, by the way. Based on my trips to both, I ain't mad at that take. I ain't mad at that take at all. Charles said I was at the game, and that was so disrespectful to bring your bleachers to our stadium. Then our dumbass team tried to do it back and got our ass busted on national TV. That's what we get for trying to swagger jack. SoCal Redskins all day, every day. Southern California, shout out to the best coast. No taxes like New York taxes. Either hope you love your city, taking half your income. Yeah, I'm not a New York fan at all. I'm cool on New York. A movie on how bad Daniel Jones is. Hopefully tonight he's decent. Manassas, Virginia. Shout out to Manassas. Waldorf. Them motherfuckers everywhere, Cowboy. I told you they're like roaches. They just find them. They're roaches and ants. They just find their way. 1st and 20 after the penalty. Dallas from the 31. They're going to pitch it out. They're going to pitch it to CeeDee Lamb. They got CeeDee Lamb out the backfield. He picks up a few yards on the play. I don't know why he's grabbing his collar like he just ran for 20 yards, but a little gain on the play. Low gain. Lots of military in the DMV. So much of the population is transient. Cowboy fans are always coming and going. Yep, it makes sense. It makes sense. I wish there were more like Steeler fans than Cowboy fans. I hate walking in your local Walmart and seeing Cowboy shit on the show. That shit infuriates the hell out of me. 2nd and 10. Dak is back to pass. He's looking. He's going. He's going to find. Who was that? Ferguson? Jake Ferguson, 3rd and short coming up for Dallas. They're not finding any splash plays early. New York's making them work for it. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. Make them work for it, New York. Let's go. Let's go. This game is going to be penalties galore as possible. Hate the Giants, but I want to see Jaden's buddy Malik get Rookie of the Week. That'd be cool on their trash talk. Maybe next week because Jaden got Rookie of the Week for this week as well. He has 2 of them and Player of the Week. Dak's back to pass. He's under pressure. He's looking. He's fading, and he completes it to his tight end in tight coverage in New York Giants territory. First down, Dallas Cowboys. Nice play, Rain Dakota. Very nice play, Rain Dakota. I ain't going to lie. That was nice quarterbacking. Why are you streaming this game, Rhea? Are you a Cowboys fan? because this is what we do on the channel. We stream primetime games, and we are hate watching the Cowboys and the Giants. That's why we're streaming. Appreciate you for the donation. What do you watch the game on? Amazon Prime. Tired of mine being behind. Amazon Prime app. Prime Video. That's what I'm watching on. Jeff Bezos' app right now. Shout out to Landover. They don't need to have this stadium anymore after the contract's up, but shout out to him. Amazon Primate. I stay thinking about Ron behind the TV watching us play. What is there to do in the DMV? It depends. Y'all just be outside doing a bunch of fucking nothing in New York. Y'all stand in front of corner stores and be like, oh, we lit. Y'all be doing a bunch of fucking nothing in New York. 2nd and 9. Dak Prescott's back to throw. I never understood people saying, what is there to do places? If you're an adult and you have motion and you're a fun person, you can find something to do in every city. What do y'all do in your city? New York, y'all just be standing outside in front of dirty ass corner stores in overrated ass Times Square doing a bunch of nothing. Y'all go to hookah bars just like every other city. Y'all go to lounges and bars. There's nothing special about New York City to me personally. I'm sorry. Dirty ass city with their nasty ass air. Rio's more listenable when not homering for the football team. I mean, I'm not just homering, you know. I call out the team all the time. I'm not some burgundy tinted lenses all the time type of fan. But I could definitely get my shit off when we're watching other teams play. Thanks to all the military servicemen, past and present. God bless you all. Exactly. Shout out to the troops. What I want to understand is why Cardinal fans are always riding on a high horse. I know. I'm very curious. 2nd and 4, Dallas. 2nd and 6, actually. And they pick up about 2 yards on the play to Jalen Tolbert. 3rd and short coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. Fuck Ron Rivera. New York has chopped cheese. DC has chicken and mumbo sauce. New York, they be slicing the shit out of New York, bro. Ain't nothing special about that fucking city. It looks cool at nighttime, late at night. Cool. Oh my God. Ain't shit cool about it. New York is so cool, their football teams don't even play in New York. They play in fucking Jersey. 3rd and 3. Dak Prescott has no running back in the backfield. He's back on shotgun. He hits Jalen Tolbert, and he's going to take it up to about the 7-yard line. 1st down, Dallas Cowboys. That is Brandon Cooks, actually. I lied. That is Brandon Cooks. Dallas is definitely threatening the score right now. Hey, them New York girls, y'all do got diversity out there. Y'all got a mixed bag of everything. And as a guy of variety, I do like that. So I will give y'all that. There are some women in New York, but there's definitely women in the DMV as well. There's a lot of cities with women, though. They ain't the only city in the country with women. 1st and goal. They're going to hand it off to Rico Dowdo, and he's going to take it up to about the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal upcoming. Couldn't live in a city with rats the size of cats. Hey, that's DC too. That's DC too. All they got is that it don't sleep. Get a bagel at 4 a.m. type shit. It's like Cool Beans. I'm not going to be up. I'm an adult. We're pulling for the Giants, and we're going to go into Arizona and still a win. Straight out of Fredericksburg. Shout out to you, James. Hey, we're not stealing a victory. The Cardinals aren't good enough for us to have to steal from them. Let's take that narrative back. Dakota Prescott goes for the end zone. It's popped up. Incomplete pass. 3rd and goal upcoming, but there's a flag down on the play. Cowboy fans are like hemorrhoids. Pain in the ass. No one likes them, and they only fade away when they get crazy. That's a good one. That's a good one. There are no women here in South Carolina. Shit, when I went down to Charleston, there's some women down there, so I beg to differ. What is my second favorite sport? Basketball. Loved it since I was a kid. Played it for most of my childhood as well. Oh, they held the shit out of Thibodeau. Basketball. I love the NBA. I love basketball. I really like women's basketball as well. As a trucker, I appreciate you. HTTR for life. But with this storm, I'm parked. Battle of the Bums. Hey, please be careful and be safe out there. Do not be driving in that crazy shit. Hockey is your first favorite. I got robbed in D.C. A couple times as well. My whole family's from there. Don't want to disrespect it. Not a big DC fan myself. Rico Dowdle takes it in for a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys, but there's a flag in the backfield, so it may be coming back. Hate Dallas, but I like Hunter Lepke. We're allowed to like players on the ops. I need Jerry Jones to live forever. If you want to pay $5,000 a month for 100 square feet, New York City is for you. Absolutely. You pay fucking $5,600 a month to live in a closet and have a stove. That shit trash as hell. We got the bops on Charleston for real, for real. There's some joints in Charleston. I mess with females when I was out there. The touchdown's gonna stand for Dallas. They're going to be kicking an extra point now. 7-3 Dallas Cowboys early on in New York. When you say you like women's basketball, you mean Caitlin Clark. We see you on Instagram. I fuck with Caitlin Clark. I fuck with other women's basketball players as well, but I'm definitely finna stand Caitlin Clark because that is a style of basketball I really bang with. Shout out the Road Warrior for doing it for the people. Shout out my boy Jahi, a.k.a. the Road Warrior. I've seen rats the size of cats in the 70s in Beltsville, and I've seen them in D.C. When I used to work for a food service company and deliver the product for Popeyes and shit up Georgia Avenue, there used to be rats the size of a fucking puppy dog in that kitchen eating chicken and biscuit batter and shit. That shit was disgusting, bro. Dayball already ready to crash out. It's his weekly norm in New York. Y'all saw when he threw the headset versus us and share a bathroom down the hall. Living in the projects. Yeah, I'm cool on that. Did Dallas pay these refs? There's been a lot of flags on the field early. Damn, I work in Beltsville. Why you got to put me out there like that? I'm from Georgia Avenue Northwest. Yeah, I got family that live near the Georgia Avenue Petworth station, so I definitely know what you're talking about. Them rats be out there. Picking up that flag, shady stuff. You know, Jerry got him in his pocket. Dayball about to start crashing out. That's called Ozempic rage. It's like roid rage, but it's off the O. That's that OZ rage. Angel Reese, rebound god. Sure is. Rebound god, she can play defense. That offensive game is dirt as fuck, but she'll grab the fuck out of rebound. Dallas Cowboys, you can love them or hate them, but we'll see them. It's true, and y'all are the biggest brand in the world, so I ain't mad. The best outcome for us is a tie. I really want to see Dallas lose, man. Ties end up helping folks at the end of the year, and they end up keeping you mathematically in the picture when it shouldn't be. DC rats they've scared off the squirrels. DC rats are disgusting, bro. They're that's why I don't do big cities, bro. I'm not a big city kind of guy. It's not me, man. Grew up on the Ave. Shout out to you, man. Georgia Avenue. Have I ever hung out in Norfolk? Back in the day when my boys was in college, we used to go. My boy went to ODU, and I had a couple boys at Norfolk State. I've definitely been out there. We was in the trenches out there. We was out there by Killam and shit. And it was wild around them parts. I have a couple times. Zimp crash out. Yeah, man. We fight dinosaurs down here. Y'all treat alligators like you saw a roach in the house. Like y'all will just walk up to an alligator like, fuck off, gator. Y'all are braver than me. I don't do snakes. I don't do reptiles. I don't do alligators. None of that shit. I hope Baker bakes the E-Girls. It would be nice for the Eagles to lose. I needed the Saints to pull through last week. They sold on us. New York be swag biting DC. Everybody takes a little something from other places, to be perfectly honest. Ozempic gives people skeleton face. It is. It's scary. It looks like it sucks the soul out of people. It looks like it takes all of the soul, originality, and personality out of people. Kick off to the Giants. They're going to return it at about the 5. They bring it out, and they're going to go down at about the 23-yard line. Good kick coverage by the Dallas Cowboys. Marshawn Nealon, the rookie, makes the tackle. I got gators walking down my street. That shit's crazy to me. Y'all are brave as fuck. Y'all Southerners, y'all are built and cut from a different claw. I'm not built from that claw. If any of my DC brethren see a cucumber in your car grill, call the CDC. That sounds crazy as hell. I hope this game ends in a tie. You from Norfolk. Thanks for the shout out. What's good? No dice. Shout out Norfolk. They hit golf balls off alligators down there. I'm telling you, they built different. 1st and 10, hand off to Devin Singletary. He's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5 on the play. I'm not fighting a gator. I'm not chilling with a gator. I'm not feeding a gator. Y'all be doing that. Y'all some tough. Y'all some men down there. Even the women. Y'all will go walk up to a guy. Go ahead, gator. Get out my backyard, gator. y'all be parlaying with them. Like, that is a whole ass reptile that will eat you. I'm not doing none of that. We have alligators in Georgia too. I feel like DC is the most underrated city. I don't know. My whole family from there. I've been there. I lived there the last couple years. I was in Southeast before moving back to Virginia, and my family's been there my whole life. So I've spent like all the summer, springs, and holidays in DC growing up. Not a fan, and I have my reasons, but I ain't mad at it though, and I'm always rep the DMV. Giants fans are like a boil on your ass, hard to sit with, should never be 757. You heard about that cucumber shit? Y'all gonna have to hit me because I don't know what y'all are talking about. That sounds crazy. Wan'Dale Robinson's gonna pick up the first down on 3rd and 3. Chains moving for Daniel Jones in the New York Giants. Live in Southwest Virginia below Roanoke. Worked in D.C. and power line work is rough in areas in the Beltway as hell, but I rep my team always. Born in 91. VA and 91, we might be twins, my guy. We might be twins, my guy. Oh, Zempic. Brian Dayball on the cover. Gators aren't bad. I've had gator bites before. I've had gator nuggets before. They were pretty good. Reverse to Malik Neighbors. He looks like he was going to pull back to throw it. He's going to lose a few, like 4 or 5 yards on the play. He's chased down by Micah Parsons. 2nd and very long coming up for the New York Giants as they wind down the first quarter. Your first quarter in Thursday night football is in the books. 7-3 Dallas Cowboys from MetLife Stadium. Copperheads. Ugh. And y'all Southern people, y'all need to everything ain't supposed to be 8. Southerners, y'all out here smoking possums, smoking raccoon. Hey, boy, we got some coon on the grill. Boy, go ahead and get you some of this coon, boy. Go ahead and get you bite of this coon. Y'all smoking Burmese pythons. Y'all smoking raccoons. Y'all got to stop that shit. I promise you, we were freed as a people. We were freed quite some time ago. Y'all don't have to eat that shit. Y'all don't have to make everything a meal. My brothers in Christ, they sell food at the grocery store. We don't have to eat that shit. We are not in some post-apocalyptic world where we have to smoke every living creature that's outside. Southerners will fire up anything that had a pulse and a heartbeat and throw that motherfucker right over a grill. Stop that shit, please, bro. They taste mid. They all right. I love all animals, even spiders, but I don't fuck with crocs and gators. I don't bang with a lot of animals, bro. They just need to stay where they at. I played golf in Tampa, and my friend straight up swung on a gator with his drive. I'm telling you, bro. They be shooing off flies. Or they be shooting off gators like they're flies and shit. The Browns gave the Cowboys and Giants their only win. That makes me feel better about the Browns showing up on our schedule next week. We owe the Browns bad after Watson came in a couple years ago and eliminated us. Don't tell Ron that, but eliminated us from playoff contention. I think this Sunday is going to be big for Forbes. I think sitting back and watching was a blessing in disguise for we shall see, though. From your lips to God's ears, because we want to see Forbes do better here. It would be a huge advantage for this defense to have 2 decent-ish corners. I'm out in Frederick now. Had to get away from that DC shit. Thank you. I know exactly what you mean when you say that. At least you can see a gator a long way away. The timber rattlesnakes, on the other hand, oh my God, snakes give me the yips, man. DMV top 5 with food. If you know where to eat, there's a lot of good eatings in the DMV. So I ain't mad at you there. Dayball went from butterbean Dayball to crash out Dayball. Respect to him on that evolution. Keep your head down. I've been through a few hurricanes down there. I still remember riding out Andrew back in Naples in 92. I'm lucky and fortunate to have never been a part of a serious natural disaster other than one crazy earthquake back in like 2011. But y'all be safe out there, man, for real. I was doing security at BTW High School, and Bruce Smith rolled up. Shout out to Bruce Smith. Yes, I love Go-Go. I used to love Go-Go. I like Go-Go. Used to love Go-Go. I couldn't go no. And when I was in high school, I had New Impressions rocking on a regular basis. Rare Essence, New Impressions, all that shit. Shout out Backyard, the originator. Kirkins. Hey, welcome my guy Kirkin to the Rambler family. We got another member of the family tonight. We got a couple of them. We're hate watching Dallas and New York on Monday Night Football from MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 14 coming up. Welcome to the family, my boy. That reverse was awful. That shit was a disaster waiting to happen. 2nd and 14 coming up. Empty backfield for Daniel Jones. He's looking to the left. He's going to complete a pass. Or did he complete it? Did the ball come out? It looked like Neighbors might have had the dropsies like he did on that game-winning drive versus the Washington Commanders. Not to trigger you Giants fans, he did drop it. 3rd and 14 coming up. You know what's the best food? Bacon, egg, and cheese. You New York people and your chopped cheese, but I ain't going to lie. Them chopped cheese from them bodegas out there be different. Not some of that fancy extra shit. The Aki way and all that, putting salmon on chopped cheese and all that bullshit. A regular ass bacon, egg, and cheese, chopped cheese. That shit is like that. I'm not going to hold you. 3rd and 14 coming up for Daniel Jones. And then I'm going to read this super. Offsides on the play. It's going to be a free play for the Giants. Take a shot. You got to on a free play. And he throws a pick to Trayvon Diggs, but it don't matter. Slayton throws him down. When you get a free play, you take a shot. I ain't mad at you, Daniel Jones. I hate when people play it safe on a free play. You get a free fucking opportunity, throw that bitch down the field. Maybe a pass interference happens. Maybe your guy bosses him, but always take a chance when you get it. Phil Roy Enterprises, I appreciate you for the $10 donation, my friend. To the best Commanders YouTuber, I appreciate the dedication. Quick question. Do you think we could take a game off the Cowboys this year? I hope so. I'm tired of losing to them boys too. I picked us to beat them week 18. Whether that's a Dallas resting starter situation or it's a Washington sailing off on our high horse with a big morale victory to close the season, I do have us splitting with the Dallas Cowboys. I originally picked us getting swept by the Eagles, but the more I watch the Philadelphia Eagles, we may have to take that pick back to the lab. 3rd and 9 coming up for the New York Giants. Jones is back to pass. He's going to let it fly up to Wan'Dale Robinson, who's going to break a tackle, and he's going to get to the sticks. 1st down, New York Giants. They're tackling like the Commanders, and they took advantage of it. Wan'Dale's able to find the sticks. Southerners will pick up roadkill off the street and cook it. Southerners are so crazy, I swear they would eat it raw. I swear they would eat it raw. New York got Neighbors, but that's about it. Yeah, Pinnock is nice. They are Brian Burns. Thibodeau, when he plays against Washington, you get coyotes and bobcats in your yard. See, fuck all that. Fuck all that. I don't want to. I may see a bear in Northern Virginia, but fuck all that. Play action on 1st down. Daniel Jones finds the completion to Darius Slayton. The DB falls down. He's going to take it up, and he drops the ball, fumbles it for no fucking reason. But the Giants are going to have it up to about the 26-yard line. Weird ass play, but big play to Darius Slayton. The DB fell down. The Giants are in Dallas Cowboy territory. Let's go. What up, Red Commander 1? What's going on, family? How we doing tonight? We always play Cleveland bad. We play Amari Cooper worse. But the thing is, we got to stop holding ourselves to those same standard. We always play the Giants bad. Beat them. We always play bad on Monday Night Football. We got that over the hump. We always play bad in Arizona. We're going to get that off our system on Sunday. And then we always play Cleveland bad. We're going to get all that pass shit in the past. Daniel Jones going up top. He hits his running back at about the 2-yard line. Is he out of bounds, though? Did Tyrone Tracy come down with it? I'm not sure. It looked like he did, but there's a flag down on the play. Daniel Jones is making the Eli Manning meh face. What is going on here? Very good throw by Daniel Jones, though. If it counts, they're going to be inside the 5-yard line. Oh, but they called an illegal shift on the Giants, so it's coming back. They did Dayball dirty with that graphic, super dirty. Did that boy super nasty. You hit Rico first touchdown plus 1,100. We love to see it. Cash them coins, my boy. Cash them coins. Shout out Junkyard. Cash them coins, man. Hold on. Let me catch back up to where we were at. Do I have a favorite DMV rapper? I've always been a big Wale guy. Wale can be seen as very sensitive and he takes it very personally when people have opinions about his art, but I've been a Wale fan for quite some time. He's definitely up there for me. Do I play video games? I sure do. PS5, baby. I mostly play when my kids are over. I don't really have too much time right now to be playing on my own, but when my kids come over, we get active on the PlayStation 5. We are team PlayStation over here. My son is a huge gamer. He's a PC and a PlayStation gamer, but yes, I am a video game player. I will never grow out of it. I don't care about people saying grow up. Video games are for adults as well. Life can be very hard. Life can be very tough. We should all have things that make us feel like a kid again, that we can let our hair down and relax and decompress for the day. And video games are one of those things. 2nd and 14, Daniel Jones pumps. He's under pressure. He runs to the right. He's running. He dumps it off to Wan'Dale Robinson, who's going to pick up a couple yards on the play. 3rd and long upcoming for the New York Giants. Had to stop clubbing in DC. Every time you leave, you had 30 niggas asking you for change. Hey, man, DC gets spooky between those hours of midnight and 5 a.m. In my old house, I thought it was one of my sister's old braids in the corner. Went to go try and pick it up, and it started slithering away. Oh, hell no. And what the hell kind of braids she had if it looked like a snake? Go-Go live at the Capitol Center, old school at its best. Go-Go's were fun until they all started getting shot up when we would go when I was a kid. I'm so old, I saw Chuck Brown in the 70s. Oh, you done lived some life there, Law. I'm telling you, Law could tell us about the Revolutionary War. My man done lived a few lives. He's a vampire. Free play and underthrows and open man. That sounds like Daniel Jones to me. Sounds about right to me. 3rd and 9 from the Dallas Cowboys 26-yard line. Jones is back to pass. He hits Neighbors, but Neighbors is way behind the sticks. And they're going to have to settle for a field goal. We're looking at a 7-6 ball game, guys. You did catering at Go-Go event. You got to cater at a Go-Go event tomorrow. Hey, where they be doing Go-Go events nowadays? I'm not telling you to put out where you're going to be, but where the Go-Go events take place in 2024, I have no idea. I won't be outside like that no more. I'm a man on a mission right now. I'm in my back cave, locked in, putting in this work. Daniel Jones not looking like Daniel Jones right now. I mean, he is looking like Daniel Jones for the most part. And they nailed the field goal. They got a kicker. Y'all see that kicker with that number 34 in his back? That's what kickers are supposed to look like, damn it. Whenever I see a kicker in an ugly number, I turn into that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's pointing at the TV like, see? Look at that. That's what they're supposed to look like. DJ Cool, Rare Essence, Chuck Brown, and the Soul Searchers. I'm an old white dude, but showing my age. Hey, cultured, though. Cultured. We're going to bang them cowgirls up like a tuna. I love how flagrant we are in this chat. It's all a bunch of fucking degenerates watching football together as one big community. Dallas defense is in disarray. I'll tell you what. Every team in the NFC East can be ran on and be scored on. This feels like one of those NFC East. It's only a month into the season, so you never know. Someone could end up running away with it. Philadelphia could find their groove and run away with the division. But as we see a month through the season right now, everybody looks vulnerable. Everybody looks like they can be had, and it feels like one of them NFC East gears where the division's going to be decided in week 18. So we shall see. Guess you hate Dallas more with that G-Men clap. Yeah, fuck Dallas. That's always our number one op. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. I hate what they stand for. I hate their brand. I do hate them more than the New York Giants. I got deer in my backyard. That's about all we get in Virginia. You see a deer, and deer are harmless for the most part. They just stand their dumb ass out in the street and stare at you when you're about to drive into them. But I will take running into deer. Y'all are running into fucking zoo animals and shit in your backyard. I'm not built for that shit. I'm not built for it. I'm pussy. I'm not built. I will shoot the shit out of one of them things. I'm not even asking questions. I see one of them joints. I'll put a bullet right in a gator, and I don't think you're supposed to do that. There's rules about all that shit. I'm scary as shit, bro. Y'all will like throw a newspaper at a gator. I'm putting one right in his I'm putting one right between his eyes. I'm not playing. I don't know how to feel. Daniel Jones doesn't look bad, but Dallas looks worse than I thought. Sounds like a good night, to be perfectly honest. Damn, Hurricane Sandy here in New York. That shit was crazy. I remember the coverage around that shit and all the destruction it caused. That shit was crazy. Wishing for a tie. I'm going for New York. Bethesda is infested with white girls and golden doodles. Not a big golden doodle fan. Shout out to the gals. I like gals of all type. Candy Crush. Parson down. Oh shit, that was Micah Parsons? That was Micah Parsons that was down. He went to go get looked at under the hood. Shorty was Medusa. She had the Medusa snakes for braids. Grew up building RC cars and planes, turned it into a good living, so never grew up. I love that. I love that. Shout out to turning hobbies into jobs, kind of like what I'm doing here on this YouTube channel. Shout out for keeping the youth in us alive, because life hard enough to be so fucking serious and adult-like all the time. Way too many pop, pop, pop after midnight. I know. It sounds like the 4th of July on a random Tuesday. I lived in Congress Heights area for the last year and a half before moving back to Virginia. So trust me, I know. I was out in them trenches in Southeast. Used to wear out the Wax Museum in Southwest. It's the penalties hurting the G-men. Yeah, the penalties are killing them. First down for the Dallas Cowboys. They handed the ball to Wash Zeke. Zeke got his college number on. Super washed. Out here ineffective as hell right now. If you ever visit the Mountain State, stop at Tudor's Biscuit World. Cat head biscuits and gravy. Let me read that one more time so it can stick with me. Tudor's Biscuit World for some cat head biscuits and gravy. That sound about country as hell, but that sound like something I'll try. Dak Prescott keeps it on the read option, gets blasted on the play. Third down upcoming for the Dallas Cowboys, 10:30 and counting to go in the second quarter. Why can't any of the NFC East teams tackle? Now, that is a great question. Can none of us tackle? Ain't none of us physical? Where is the manhood in this division? We're all soft right now. How do you think we match up against the Steelers? Their defense is a fucking nightmare. They have the best defensive player in the league in TJ Watt, and they have one of the best coaches in the league with Tomlin. I think if we could stop their run game, we match up well with them. But our defense, I'm not going to give us the advantage versus anybody, but we'll be in that game. I feel confident that we're going to be in the game most weeks. I don't see us getting shellacked or two possession gamed on a weekly basis this year. I think we match up well with most of the teams on our schedule. Y'all can't be leaving out Trouble Funk. Shout out to Trouble Funk. Them cowgirls lucky. How they get the face mask the other way around. 4th and inches. They're going to go for it on their side of the field. If they don't get it here, this is big for the Giants. Let's see if they actually run a play or if they're hard counting. They're going to run a play. They're going to hand it to the fullback, and they're going to easily pick up the first down for a gain of about 5 or 6 on the play. Shout out to Hunter Lepke. First down, Dallas Cowboys. They running into dinosaurs and shit. Yeah, man, I don't got time for that shit. I can't have my Tuesday afternoon turning into Jumanji, man. Y'all be running into zoo animals in your own yard. Couldn't be me. Zeke is ass now. NFC East like the Big 12. All offense and no defense. Yep, all steak, no sizzle. 1st and 10. Dak is in the shotgun. He's going down the left side to CeeDee Lamb. Big gain on the play, and he's going to take it all the way to the crib for a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, big play. Dak Prescott and CeeDee connect. I believe the Dallas offense has found their groove again. If the Giants don't score coming up, it may be a long night in MetLife for those boys. It's still a one-possession game, but when Dallas's offense gets going, they are a problem. Maybe it's the throwback uniform. CD, big play. That's why he got paid the big bucks. But there's a flag down on the play. I think it's for taunting or something. Unnecessary celebration or some shit like that. Unsportsmanlike. Yep, CD got called with the taunting. He got called with the taunting. How is Dallas being 1,000 miles west, the NFC East? That's a great question you're going to have to ask the NFL. I don't know why they're in this division, but it's perfect that they're in this division. Better question is, why the fuck were the Arizona Cardinals in the NFC East back in the day? Very weird how they structured these things. Very weird. What up, Kenton? Long ass day. I'll be able to settle down, get some good food in your system, and enjoy some NFC East football. Hope it gets better for you. One of them long ass Thursday. You know Zeke washed when they give the ball to the fullback instead of Zeke on 4th and 1. Banks looking like a schmuck. Yep, he out here looking like Forbes. Dallas had to kick their extra point from farther back, but it don't matter when your field goal kicker can kick 70-yard field goals. They make the extra point. They go up 14-6 on the New York Giants on MetLife Stadium. Washington would have 14 by now and in scoring position again. Shout out to us. We be moving that thing. There will be no silence of the lambs. There will be no silence of the lamb. I see what you did there. That was fire. High school AD man. High school students, yikes. High school students, I couldn't do it. You're a better man than me. More power to you. Giants are too ass. Zeke been eating, but not yards. Boy been grubbing. Now that spoon been going to work. The Cardinals were in St. Louis. Yeah. St. Louis is still not exactly what I would call East, but sure. The old NFC East, for sure. I remember some of my first days of watching football. That was Jake the Snake Plummer quarterback. And Jake Plummer and Aeneas Williams on the Arizona Cardinals team. Those are some of my younger days watching football. So that's me aging myself. When I was a kid, Jake Plummer was out here giving us problems as the Arizona Cardinals quarterback. To be fair, a lot of divisions don't make sense. Like, why the hell? A lot of divisions don't make sense. Team names don't make sense. A lot of this shit don't make sense if we're being totally honest. And if we want to look at it like revisionists. What's going on, Kevin? What's going on, gang? How we doing tonight? That sounds Tecmo Bowl vibes. Hell yeah. There's like a new like Tecmo Bowl type game my son just sent me on the phone, by the way, and that shit's pretty fly. Closer than Dallas by far. Yep. Neither of them, but definitely closer. Banks is baked ziti, even with a great D-line. Shout out to ziti. Big pasta fan. Had me a little carbonara tonight. New NFC East should be Washington. Nah, I'm cool. Let's keep Baltimore where they're at in the AFC, because one day there's going to be a Baltimore-Washington Super Bowl, and the DMV is going to spontaneously combust afterwards. But now we can keep the divisions where they are. Add a team in England and add a team in another city, and we can expand, but we're going to keep the divisions where they are, though. Shout out Tecmo Bowl. We will beat the Cowboys because Dan Quinn knows their defensive pieces and scheme. It ain't as simple as that, but I'm down for us splitting with the Cowboy. You watch Jim Brown. Woo! Shout out to Jim Brown, man. Legend. R.I.P. Aeneas Williams used to be a problem. Aeneas Williams was fast as shit. Fast as hell. And my back power went out. Oh, man. I hope y'all power come back because I hate that shit. I know a motherfucker like me, I can't survive without a fan or the AC on. So if my power goes out, I'm short. I'm panicking. What's good, Brody? B-Day Twin. What up, Tracy? Shout out to October 14th. The Black QB series looks lit. It definitely looks lit. I'll be watching every episode of that shit. Is it out yet or is it coming out soon? I remember the Fisher and Carmichael's battles. Yeah, y'all going way back. When Houston got in the league, there was briefly an effort to get Dallas out of the Eastern Division, and all four owners threatened all sorts of things, and that plan was abandoned. That is news to me. I did not know that. That sounds like some Game of Thrones type shit. Devin Singletary gets the carry on first down, and he fumbles. He might have been down, though. I think he was down. He looks shaken up on the play. Devin Singletary looks hurt. He's down. He's going to limp off the field. He only picked up 2 yards, and he fumbled, but I believe he was down by contact when the ball came out. He was definitely down, and he's definitely injured right now. He's going to the sideline. Now, keep Dallas over here, though, because it's tradition at this point. Be a fire bowl. October 14th is my birthday, too. So Paul, Tracy, and me, shout out to October 14th birthdays. We got our day coming up in a couple weeks. Libra season. I say that, and I don't know or care much about zodiac signs. I don't get too deep into that shit. When women be on that shit, I be like, all right, man. Like, please do not come to me and start telling me who I am as a person because the day I was born. Because I promise you, it don't be like that. Like, oh my God, what's your fire sign? What's your mood sign and all that? That is such a red flag to me. If I'm talking to a female and they start going deep into that astrology and zodiac shit, I immediately tune the fuck out and get the hell out of there. That's a long night, and you got some long nights ahead of you if you stay in there. Man, them earthy girls and that shit. Oh, Lord. Going to the Ravens versus Commanders game and be more on 10-13. Jackson versus Daniels game will be fire. I wish it was in prime time, but it probably will be when we meet up with them in years after this. But shout out to them now. Shout out to you. Enjoy that game. I never been to Baltimore, but I've heard nice things about that stadium. George said his sister's is October 13th and the mom October 17th. There's a whole Libra family over there. I'm a 9/11 baby. Uh-oh. Interesting day to be born. Baltimore, Philly, DC, Panthers. Nope, I'm cool. I don't want to be in a division with the Panthers and fuck the Ravens. Let them stay exactly where they're at and keep our division, which is the most fun and lit fan base division there is in this league. It's definitely a red flag because it's so pointless. Like, why are you coming up to me and telling me, I don't think it's going to work out because you a Libra. Your sign is this, your sign is that. Like, I promise you, the day you were born has nothing to do with why you're a shit person. It has nothing to do with why you're a shit person. But shout out to them. Them earthy girls be fun, though. They be a good time, but they be a lot. They be out here trying to read your chakras and shit, read you your daily horoscope. Ooh, my horoscope said that shit was going to happen. That's exactly why that shit happened. Like, girl, that shit happened because you ain't fill up your gas tank. If you don't shut the fuck up. What up, Kareem? October 11th was good. I just watched some Cardinals media. Yo, they're obsessed about showing Cliff up. I think we might have a mental advantage. Bro, they hate Cliff. They hate Cliff. They are the Mina Kimes. Like, they think they're going to kill us this weekend. They think they're going to dog us this weekend. Listen, please type in Arizona Cardinals on YouTube at some point tonight or tomorrow or before Sunday and watch their media and content creators. They think we are chump as fuck. I hear you, Jared. Baby Glock said Niece's is October 3rd. My cousin Jawan's is on October 3rd. 9th cousin, 12th, mom's, 18th other niece, 20. Damn, y'all just a whole damn spooky ass October family. I love it. Oscar said, I tried to deal with that astrology shit with this one Joe, but even that ass wasn't enough to listen to that bullshit. I met a girl on here. Oh, Daniel Jones is back. He's going deep on 2nd and 8. He's going deep and throws it in the double coverage. He hit a fuck it. Neighbors is down there somewhere and threw it up to the heavens. And it was almost picked by Trevon Diggs on the play. But, man, them earthy girls be fun. But I met a girl. We went out on a little Hinge date, and she literally at the table asked me to do a personality assessment and tell me when I was born, what time I was born, so she could run a full list down of my earth moon sign, my fire sign, and all this shit. I was so fucking out of there. 3rd and 8 for Daniel Jones. He's looking. He finds it to neighbors for the first down. First down, New York Giants to their old reliable Malik Neighbors. But, yo, I got the fuck out of that. I got out of Bar Louie so fast, let me tell you. The shawty put me through an assessment at the table before the appetizer came out. I said, oh, she got it fucked up out here. Hell no. If that's what you believe in, shout out to you. But that shit is not for me. I'll be in Landover November 24th for the showdown. Which one is that? Is that that's Dallas. That's Dallas, right? We play them 4 days before Thanksgiving, right? Maybe they flex it. You never know. It would be nice, but it feels a little early for the flex. Miss Cleo type shit. Come get your bomb reading the tarot cards, man. I used to love them stupid ass commercials. I used to geek to them shit. They despise Cliffy. They hate that man. They treat that man like he's Hitler out there. They pay for Cliff's house. That's probably why they hate on him, because he's still cashing checks through 2026. They fired him after he got an extension. He's going to make some of the Cardinals dime on Sunday. Cliff's quote basically says that defense is fucking trash, and he knows it. 2nd and 10, Daniel Jones goes to Neighbors again, picks up a couple yards, 3rd and about 6 or 7 coming up for the New York Giants. I hope Cliff got something for him. I imagine this is going to be one of the deepest bags because while Cliff said, I still love it out here. I still got my house. They still paying me. He still love it out Arizona. He probably got a nice little roster of, you know what I mean, out there as well. But I imagine he got a bag deep for them boys, and he wants to beat Kyler Murray on Sunday because y'all know how it is as a man, bro. You definitely want to get a little redemption, get a little revenge out your system. 3rd and 8 for the New York Giants from their own 43. Jones is back. He pumps. He gets it to close to the sticks, but Wan'Dale Robinson comes out with forward progress. He may be inches short, and this should be 4-down territory for the New York Giants because they don't want to fall behind too much. Ozempic Dabs is going to keep his offense out on the field. 4th and inches for Dallas. They're going to go for it. I like the crucial catch gear this way, by the way. The salute to service and the crucial catch gear. It looks pretty sharp that I've seen so far. 4th and inches, 5:51 and counting in the second quarter. Just quarterback sneak Daniel Jones' big ass up the middle. Don't get cute on 4th and inches. 5 on the play clock. They're going to hand it off, and they're going to get hit in the backfield, but Singletary's going to push forward to the sticks. Tackling like Daron Payne and Jonathan Allen have been tackling so far this year. 1st down, New York Giants. They talked about us like we was just in the way of their next game, the disrespect. And I can respect that coming from like Ravens media. Maybe even Cleveland Browns media. Maybe Philadelphia media. I don't want to hear that coming from the 4-13 Cardinals media. Y'all don't get to stick your chest out because y'all had 2 moral victory losses to the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. I don't care who you played tough. Y'all are 1-2 coming off a 4-13 season 2. Y'all have a dope-ass quarterback. We packed that thing on us too, so I don't want to hear that shit. So it's a little perplexing seeing how they talking about our team, man. Our linebackers are faster this year. Wagner. I can't say that about Wagner, but Frankie Louvu is a fucking maniac. They're going to sleep on us because Dan, boy, he fucked this team up. They're going to sleep on us because Dan, boy. Oh, Snyder. Yeah. Oh, my God, did he? Things are changing for the good, finally, Kareem. Rio, tell her you need to check her temperature with your unit. Neighbors already got 52 yards. He's a production machine. That is an absolute alpha dog wide receiver. On the first date, what the hell? Come on now. What happened to the old school? How are you? Like, damn, I didn't even find out your favorite color. If you had kids, I ain't found out nothing yet. Before the motherfucking fried calamari came out to the table, I'm taking a Zodiac personality test on a phone. Oh my God, give me your phone. Let me show you something, man. It was this light-skinned Joe. Had me out here doing a personality assessment. And what is it with girls and personality assessment? Since we're talking story time, I also went on a date with this one girl. I'm done with dating apps, by the way. If I'm bound to be with someone, I've already met them in this life at some point, and they're gonna pop back into my life. I honestly don't want to meet new women at this point because there's some crazies out there. I had a girl make me take a submissive/dominant personality assessment. Like a week into knowing her. And I'm like, what the fuck is this new? Why are we testing men? What the fuck do I look like out here? Man, this world is different. Dating scene in 2024 is absolute ass. I see why niggas say it's cheaper to keep her. I see why they say that. But nah, me and my ex were never going to work out. I had a girlfriend that thought John Lennon was the reincarnation of Jesus. The shit that we put up with as men. If that shit is fire, we will put up with a lot of bullshit. The reincarnation of Jesus is kind of crazy. 2nd and 9, New York Giants. They're in Dallas Cowboys territory. Daniel Jones is back, and the play is blown dead. Is that a timeout or a flag? I don't see any laundry down yet. That hat Mike McCarthy got on is super racist, though. I'm not a fan of it. That shit just looks racist to me. I don't like that shit at all. That hat is ass as fuck. That shit is super trash. Daniel Jones has a slower release than a ketchup bottle. Hell yeah. He be winding that shit up all day. That shit takes a long time to get to where it needs to go. 2nd and 3 coming up for the New York Giants. The penalty was on the Cowboys, by the way. Just feed neighbors, 340 and counting in the first half. I formation, rare sighting in the NFL in 2024. And they're going to hand it to Devin Singletary out the backfield. He's going to pick up maybe one on the play. 3rd and 2 coming up for the New York Giants. You know a storm is bad down here when Waffle House closes. Oh, my God, they closed Waffle House? On God, Waffle House would stay open amidst a natural disaster. So Waffle House being closed, oh, you know it's bad. Prayers out to all of y'all. Please be safe down there. Has the winner of Rookie of the Year and 2nd place been from the same college before ever? JD and Neighbors could do it. Yeah, that's pretty fly. That's definitely something to monitor. 3rd and 3. They're going to keep it to Daniel Jones on the read option. He's going to pick up the first down around the 21-yard line. First down, Giants. Cliff basically robbed them. Pretty much. Cliff's R&B album is coming out soon. Smooth jazz ass voice. Daniel Jones throws people. Maserati Marv is on the injury report. He sure is. Maybe we can get a lesser version. Maybe we can get Mazda Marv. Mitsubishi Marv. Anything but Maserati. Because if the Maserati gets up and going, it's going to be a long day for us because that boy's different. Daniel Jones, naked boot. He finds Wan'Dale Robinson, who drops the fucking ball. It looks like he might have caught it and fumbled it, and the Cowboys are going to pick it up, and are they going to take it to the crib? Nope, they're going to return it all the way to about the 16-yard line. Did he complete an athletic move with the football is the question. Wan'Dale Robinson, who I thought was running with the football, drops the ball, and Dallas picks it up with Malik Hooker, and they return it all the way to the other side. I don't know what happened, though. I need to see that play again, because what the actual fuck was that? What the actual fuck was that? I have no idea what I just witnessed. Was that an incomplete? Did he make an athletic move with the ball and just decide to be stripped by a phantom? Giants fans look sick as hell in the crowd. They look sick. The pass was incomplete. There we go. Live to see another down. Can y'all show a fucking replay? Damn, Amazon Prime, what are y'all doing? Cool to see a running back hold the ball without gloves. Another rare sighting in 2024. They watched us last week. Now, no one punting. We set the tone. How do you know how old people? It's a good question. Yeah, that's incomplete. He never established full control, nor did he make what they call an athletic move with the ball. Unfortunately, Bobby looks slow. He definitely does. Frankie Louvu ready to spear someone like Roman Reigns. Speaking of Roman Reigns, did anybody watch the Vince McMahon documentary yet? That shit is amazing. That shit is must-see television. Even if you weren't a wrestling fan, that Vince McMahon's an ain't shit ass person, bro. He is a content over everything type of person. He don't care if he had to use his wife and his kids to push some nonsense. Anything for the brand of the WW. That shit is crazy. Watch that if you haven't yet. I'm kind of embarrassed that my dad went to high school with Dan Snyder. What do you go to Bullis? Is that Bullis? Or is that just where Dan Snyder's son went to school? He went to Bullis with him. Does he have any stories about Daniel Snyder? Please tell us if so. Hinge girls will ask how many times a day do you get high if you say you smoke? Dating apps are not the move. They're a fucking cesspool. 1st and 15. Devin Singletary picks up about 2 yards. Honestly, I like the old-fashioned way of just bumping into a woman out somewhere and going smack, or sliding into a DM. That dating app shit is trash as hell. Shit is weird. I will not partake in that culture ever again. Louvu be running around like the Tasmanian devil. Y'all see him talk. He's at 2 claps to give me a Ric Flair. That video the team posted yesterday. That shit is so gas, man. That shit is so gas. Shout out to the team's content. _movie mode. Callum. Appreciate what y'all are doing for the team, my boy. Appreciate you, Kareem, for the 99-cent donation. Thank you, my boy. I appreciate that. CD cooking for my fantasy, but I need the Cowboys to lose. I feel exactly the same way because in my Yahoo Fantasy League, CD is my number one. I had the second pick. That was an easy pick to make. I need Neighbors to score a touchdown tonight. Hopefully he gets one out there now. BDSM. Yes, I had a girl ask me to do. She wanted to know if I was dominant enough for her. And apparently I was dominant enough for her, but I was so freaked out by that shit. I was like, what the 50 Shades of Grey did I just get myself into? Very interesting time. Shout out to Haley. But they do it to establish dominance. They definitely do. Women with older brothers make the best wives, pre-trained for the most part. Yeah. That's a submissive dominant. It's crazy, man. Fuck dating apps, you're doing it the wrong. Oh, no. I stopped doing that shit a long time ago, about a year ago. That shit is wild, yo. See, this is why I like when other teams play, because we can watch and follow along with the game, but I could drift off into tangents and take y'all on campfire stories. Because boy, do I promise you, I could have been in comedy in another life because I've seen some things in my almost 33 years of life. I've got some stories to tell. Not all of them can be told on fucking YouTube, but I got some funny ass stories for y'all, bro. That boy, Tagged ain't even no dating site. That is a soliciting women and men site. That shit ain't got nothing to do with that. Rio, get that passport, man. I know what's good overseas, man. When I find the time to do some traveling, was your Zodiac chick named Sierra? Nah, her name was not Sierra. That one, I'm not going to say her name out loud on this joke. It was not Sierra. It was more earthy than that. Flannel racist. Tagged is a bullshit app where they out there soliciting like a motherfucker on there. I miss the I formation. I formation with fullbacks. I miss guys like Mike Allstar and Mike Sellers. 2nd and 14 for the Giants. Once again, guess who? Malik Neighbors, but he's only going to pick up a few back. 3rd and about 11 upcoming for the Giants. Tag sounds like an app you get an STD from because it's exactly what you get there. If you sneaked, she would say, John bless you. Oh, that's crazy. So, Patrick, how long did you put up with that craziness? And was it that good for you to keep putting up with that shit? If Waffle House closed, evacuate. And that's the facts. 3rd and 9 coming up from the 22-yard line for the Giants. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Dallas looks like they're about to send some pressure on the play, and it looks like another offsides penalty, or are they going to get the Giants for false start? DeMarcus Lawrence jumped on the play. What an undisciplined first half of football. This looks like the flag fest of week 2, Washington and New York. If Waffle House is closed, it may be time to get in an emergency bunker because that place would open up for anything. Rio, we need the Cowboys to win so they'll be tied for last place with the Giants. I don't know. I want the Giants. I want the Cowboys at 1-3. I never want Dallas to win unless it pushes us into the playoffs or something like that. Tagged sounds like a Sean Combs app. Oh, man. Super slow. Giants dumb as fuck. That's why I can't like these. Very stupid, man. So I hit 2 of my 4 on a parlay, $5 to win 232. You need a Neighbors touchdown, and you need Ohtani to hit a home run. I think you're going to get the home run from Ohtani, and you just might get that. You just might get that Malik Neighbors touchdown. NFC East is an RPO division. JD5, Jones, and Hurts all run well when they can read it for sure. And Dak is very mobile as well. He can move. He's not very fast, but he picks his spots to run very good. These teams look like our team used to look. These teams look like we could keep up with the division, man. Play to win the game, you fucking clowns. Jaden Daniels took Trest's number and his job from him. I seen somebody say, man, I miss watching Trest punt the football. And I was like, have some fucking shame. Have some shame sometime. We need to bring shame back. We don't miss watching Trest punt the football. What are we talking about? We don't want to see Tress punt the football. Tress has been one of our strongest soldiers here in DC. We don't want to watch the man punt the football. What do you mean I miss watching Tress punt it? Have some fucking shame, people. 3rd and 4, New York Giants. Daniel Jones making that stupid ass face. Malik Neighbors is coming across the field. 3rd and 4 from the 18-yard line. Daniel Jones is back to pass. He's under pressure. Are they going to get him? Oh, they're going to take him down for the sack, but the flag fest continues, and it looks like it might be on the Dallas Cowboys because Micah Parsons looks like he's ready. Nope, it's going to be a holding on the Giants. It's going to be a holding on the Giants and a sack on the play, a double whammy of L for the Giants on Illuminor, who had that nasty-ass fit on in the pregame coming to the stadium. The Giants are going to have to settle for a field goal here. If you eat at Waffle House between midnight and 5 a.m. while watching a fight, those calories don't count. Hey, I heard you, bro. Them hash brown bowls between them hours hit different. Throw all the fixings in that shit. And it ain't Waffle House if the people behind that kitchen ain't ready to fight the customers and the customers ready to fight other customer. It's always a shit show. You might as well be in the middle of a WWE Royal Rumble when you go after the hours of midnight to Waffle House. But I love it, though. That ignorance is what makes the food taste even better, bro. I don't want them to have good service. If I went to a Waffle House and they had customer service like Chick-fil-A, I'd be like, this is not for me. I don't trust what this food is going to be cooked like with good customer service. It's the ignorance that give it that extra seasoning. I remember when our team used to be mid. It's like, nah, let me stop. Hey, man. Hey, talk your shit. Until we get humbled again, we're allowed to be on our high horse. We've had too many bad days not to enjoy it. That documentary is very crazy. Very good, though. Very, very good. Vince McMahon is the definition of we about this money. It's money over everything. Literally money over family, money over relationship. His daughter was getting married to Triple H, and this nigga said, yo, we should stream that bitch on pay-per-view. Man, Vince don't play. He said, yo, but what if we put your wedding on pay-per-view? And when they didn't do it, he decides to hold a damn wrestling match with Stephanie McMahon 10 days before her wedding. He's choking her out and slamming his own fucking daughter. Man, we were in different times during the Attitude Era of the WWF. Luvu gives Palomalu vibes. Love that we have someone who actually wants to tackle. Love that we have a dog that just plays with no regard for human life while he's on the field. I love that shit. One episode in, keep watching because that shit gets wild. It gets wild. Vince played party games with the devil to get to the WWE was where he was at. Sure did. Sure did. And boy, did he create a beast. Woodward High School on Old Georgetown Road in Bethesda. All he really told me about him was that Dan was a quiet nerd that sat in the back left corner of the class, and that makes total sense. It makes total sense. He's such an awkward guy. So Dan went to Woodward High School on Old Georgetown Road. We just learned something new tonight. That sounds as Dan as possible. Baby J-Mo and Paco Panama. I don't know about Paco Panama, but I definitely know about J-Mo. Giants need a score here. They get the ball after the half. She asked you a question. You like watching games on the Cock or Prime? And that's a trick question. You better answer that shit carefully, or you might not see her again. She wanted my man's dominant seed. Don't give it to her, King. She was trying to make sure you're not. No. 50 Shades again. She was trying to make sure I was 50 Shades of Gray. She wanted me to be Christian Grey. She was tweaking, man. Fun times, man. Fun times. Rio, you make it fun. I tried to. Her name was Rain. Summer Rain. What up, Biggie Steve? Thank you for the $9.99 donation. I'm trying to watch this game, but it's so painful to watch. The Giants are killing me. QB underthrowing receivers and running back look suspect for fumbling the ball. Oh, my God. Not the most exciting football game, but 14-9. At least the Giants aren't getting 40-0 by Dallas because Dallas has been doing a lot of belt to ass on them guys, man. Appreciate you. Dan is definitely an incel. Kino the Poet. I will definitely check out some of these people because I love listening to new music. How many episodes I miss on the Penguin series? I've only watched the first one. I believe the second one came out today. I just caught up on Agatha All Along on Disney Plus, but the first episode of Penguin is like that. It's like The Sopranos, but make it Batman villain. That shit is fire as hell. That man Oswald Cobblepot is fucking hilarious. Dak Prescott throws it to CeeDee, and he's going to pick up another 9 yards. CeeDee is just a walking first down for the Dallas Cowboys. Shout out from the 305. Shout out to the 305. That's Miami, right? Yep, it's still a close game, and for that, I'll take it. So this is a good football game. Dak is 12 of 13 for 150 and 2 touchdowns. He must have watched Jaden Daniels on Monday. He doing his best Jaden Daniels impression. Dak is back to pass. Just kidding, by the way. I know Dak is a good quarterback. Another first down pass, this time to Jake Ferguson, the tight end. Dallas is moving. They're approaching Giants territory with 46 seconds and counting to go in the first half. They're trying to get up 3 points on the board to go up 8 points. It's only a 5-point lead. Dak is back to pass. He's looking, and they're going to get his ass. Kayvon Thibodeau, play the lottery. He just got a sack, y'all. Kayvon Thibodeau takes Dak Prescott down for a loss of about 7 yards on the play, and that's going to slow down. CeeDee Lamb has 94 yards already. My fantasy team smiles at that notification. Thank you for that, Charles. Giants said if they can get 7 field goals, they should be good. Channeling their inner Washington Commanders. We love it. Most famous area code in the USA. Yep, 305. Mr. 305, Pitbull, Rick Raw. A lot of people put that shit on. They put that shit on for real. I've got Dak in a fantasy league, but I'm up against Lamb. Damn, I hate when that happens. Yo. Mr. C, thank you for the $19.99 donation. I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much. Channel member, always holding it down in the chat. Appreciate you. Rio, you're the illest from Nebraska. Shout out to Nebraska. What is it like in Nebraska? Never been, don't know anybody from there. I don't know what life is like on that side. Dak Prescott throws it to the right side to Jalen Tolbert for a pickup of a couple yards. He goes out of bounds, does not get them any closer to field goal position. What Luda say? You got what in different area code? I got hoes in different area codes. RIP to Nate Dogg. That's a classic right there. That was the jump from Rush Hour 2. That was my shit. That takes me back to a different time in life. 3rd and 12 coming up. Kayvon Thibodeau jumps offside. Free play for the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott is moving. He's moving. Throw the ball. He's going to throw it to the left side. He's going to complete it to about the 29-yard line to Jalen Tolbert. But it looked like multiple flags on the play, but it's looking like Dallas is going to be in field goal position. Kayvon Thibodeau jumped super offsides. But it looks like there might have been a holding on the play as well. Nebraska is the ugliest state in the country. Isn't 212 the most popular? Either that or 305. I'll let y'all debate that, bro. All I know is my 703, 301, and 202 at this point. I appreciate your commentary, brother. You keep it real. I try to. We have a good time over here. There's a lot happening on that play. Tyler Guyton was holding Kayvon after Kayvon jumped offside. It was just like a hodgepodge of bullshit. Tyler Guyton has looked really good for Dallas through 3 weeks, though. They know linemen. 3rd and 12 coming up. That play was just wiped off the books. Just as much as your Niners. Shout out to the Niners, man. Y'all whole damn team on the injury list right now. Y'all all right over there? Brock Purdy out that joint alone as hell. It don't look the same when Brock Purdy don't got weapons galore around him. Nebraska now, but he's been hooping though. Nebraska, the state that feeds us all. Indeed. You seen Patrick Mahomes' doppelganger. What's his name? Dylan Raiola. That shit's getting weird at this point because he's trying to imitate the way Patrick dresses, the way he walks, his little pregame little jump he does where he goes and points to the crowd. I understand the wanting to be like your idol shit, but it gets weird at a certain point. And that shit's starting to get weird with Dylan Raiola. 3rd and 12 coming up for Dak Prescott from his own 44-yard line. He takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to the right and almost intercepted on the play. Almost intercepted. 4th and 12. It looks like we're going to the half. A 5-point ball game. Still 14 seconds to go in the half. I leave to join the Air Force in November down the road. I look forward to meeting some foreign European and Asian girl. Have a fucking blast. You're going to probably have much more fun than we have over here in America. Enjoy that. And congratulations for joining the Air Force, by the way. That is big time. Watch party, still can't tie. Hate watch party, but still can't tie. Slim, I'm definitely about to check out the Vice MC. They had the real stories in WWF back in them days. Man, and there's some crazy stories over there. I love how the documentary, it immediately points out whenever Vince is like contradicting himself. He'll be like, man, you know, it was family friendly. And they'll show them like pretending to cut someone's penis off or pretending to show titties and all the wild shit they used to do. Dylan Raiola doing the single white female movie thing like shit for sure. Iowa, I've been to every state except Maine, Alaska, and Ohio. I mean, in Hawaii. Lord, I cannot pronounce anything. Wow, you're well traveled, my friend. You've been to a lot more states than me. Raiola is trying to collect that residual NIL. If that's the case, I ain't mad at it. If you're benefiting and collecting dime off of it, it is what it is. That cap is ugly as hell. That cap looks like a love sack in a redneck's basement. That shit is disgusting, bro. Could be worse at the half. I'll take it. Dylan Raiola be like, now let me say I'm the biggest lover. I love the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I love the way that you dress. Pretty much the anti-Kendra. Hell yeah. Good luck. Go Sweden. They got some, oh my goodness. Some of the baddest chicks I've ever met in my life were Swedish. Shout out to Sweden, man. Shout out to Sweden, man. I know a couple of bad Swedish chicks. Ain't gonna say no names, but I know a couple of bad Swedish chicks, man. And they're different. Come on, G-Men. Maybe in the second half, they'll pull ahead. Damn, the Falcons got another Thursday, another primetime game. That's going to be their third primetime game in the first 5 weeks of the season. Motherfuckers ain't got a 1 o'clock kick yet. Jesus, why can't they score? This game is boring, but it feels like an NFC East game. This game reminds me of Washington's Week 2 game versus the Giants. Daniel Jones takes a knee. We're headed to the half, y'all. We still got 257 in the chat. Smash that like button for your boy, especially if you just got here not long ago. We check on the stream so far. 1,600 people have pulled up to the stream so far. Ugly as hell, but we're hate watching at this point. Go Big Blue, though. Hell yeah. What up, in command? Them Brazilian ladies, too. Get a little dangerous over there, but yeah. Watch the little Giants. I don't know, man. I'm just feeling so sour about Brazil after watching that football game week 1. I feel so soured as a country. I would love to go to Carnival one day, though. This game makes the East look winnable. This game, the Saints-Eagles game, watching the Eagles and the Cowboys, we're still very early on. Dallas could find themselves, and the Eagles could find themselves at some point and run away with the division. But until then, this division looks very, like even with a horrible defense and a pretty bad roster, if Washington takes care of their business, they could have a shot in this division this year. So we shall see. What up, Vash Vintage? What's good? Still riding high on our week 3 victory. Can't wait until we face the Birds. But until then, we hate watching. Fuck the Cowboys. Always. Fuck them. These chumps making the NFC East look bad. And you know, whenever the division is bad, Washington somehow comes out on top. So you never know. But I'm not talking about division crowns. I'm not talking about wild cards. I'm not mentioning playoff. I'm not going there. I'm not willing to go there. There would be a lot that needs to take place before I will go there. Neighbors is a dog. They definitely got themselves a special one. When his contract's up in a couple years, Jaden, get on that phone off the early. Yelling out from Orlando. Let's go Redskins, aka Commanders. Shout out to Shy Quill down in Orlando. Y'all all be safe down in that Florida area, by the way. The Giants are surely the Giants. Dallas got to be kidding me. Nothing but yellow laundry. It feels like week 1. Still early, but we're trending up while everybody else is mid-ish. Let's hope it stays that way. Let's keep it rolling in Arizona this Sunday. How are we feeling about the game this Sunday? I'm about to watch the Little Giants if the Little G-Men lose this game. Little Giants, classic sports movie, by the way. Shout out to the annexation of Puerto Rico. And shout out to Scott Turner for pulling that shit out in an NFL game. Playoffs, exactly. We're not doing anything like that. George hates Nick Sirianni. He takes every opportunity to dump on him. So this is funny. Sirianni is such a jackass, and everyone in that locker room knows it and hates him. The Eagles will fall apart next time they lose. I hope that next time is this Sunday. So we got the Giants and the Eagles playing each other tonight. We go up to Arizona in the desert on Sunday, and the Eagles got to go down to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's looking to bounce back after Bo Nix and the Broncos walked in there and dog walked them last weekend. Bo Nix didn't even have to throw a touchdown to do so. So there's a good chance Philadelphia is without A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith on Sunday. So it may be a Jahan Dotson legacy game for the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that brings a smile to my face. Unless Saquon goes crazy, which he's possibly could do because he's been the best running back in the league so far, there's a good chance that Tampa can come in there and get some shit done on Sunday. What is my favorite sports movie? Oh, man, there are so many. There are so many, man. I love the Little Giants. I don't know, because there's funny ones, there's serious ones. I love all type of sports movie. I'll tell you, one of the most underrated sports movies, football movies, is The Program. I don't feel like people talk about The Program enough, and they need to put more respect onto it when they talk about that shit. There are so many good sports movies. Holy shit, where do I even start? Love The Replacement. Love Coach Carter. Space Jam, even though that's animated, I'm going to put that shit up there as well. There are so many good sports movies. It was funny. They were talking on earlier about how bad Draft Day is as a movie. Draft Day is a classic because it's such an awful movie that it's good. The Sandlot, definitely up there. Sandlot is definitely up there. Gridiron Gang was cool. I don't know if I call it a classic. The Longest Yard, the old one and the new one, fucking hilarious. Blue Chips, Varsity Blues. There are sports movies for fucking days. Jahan got that Diddy baby oil hands. Now, the thing with Jahan is he not even getting open to have to use his hands, but he going to have to do something on Sunday. Happy Gilmore is sports enough, and they're making a Happy Gilmore too. Oh, man, Hardball. Keanu Reeves, RIPG baby. Hardball is definitely up there on that list. Remember the Titans? There was a time in my life where I would never scroll past Remember the Titans. Such a fucking goated ass movie, man. Goated ass sports movie. Waterboy, hilarious. My man Cheeseburger Eddie from Longest Yard. It ain't easy being cheesy. Shout out Terry Crews. Former Redskin. See, it all connects. It all connects at the end of the day. The Comebacks, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Remember the Titans is just such a goated movie, man. That shit's on TV every day. Any Given Sunday is up there for me. I love that movie. The first time I watched that movie, I was not old enough to watch that movie because I was out there, my eyes were wide. Like, oh my God, they're doing drugs. They're having sex. They're walking around with meat out and shit. Like, oh, what is this movie? Fucking steaming Willie Beeman, him and LL Cool J. They're like fighting naked in the shower. Like, what the fuck is this movie? Mama's eyes coming out on the football field. All right, man. Got to turn in. Rio. Bosses are out. Have a good night, man. The Rookie, definitely one of them. Definitely. Oh, Mighty Ducks. Oh, my God. Friday Night Lights. Let boobies spin. Let boobies spin. I feel like I love Friday Night Lights because they lost at the end. That's so real to me. Every movie can have a fucking happy ending. Sad endings are real as fuck. Life be sad as shit. Life be depressing as hell. I love a movie that's brave enough to give a not happy ending. Forrest Gump, I don't know if that's a sports movie, but he was running and running. Boy ran the kick back into the locker room. Major League, definitely. Bull Durham is up there. Uncut Gems. That is one of the most stressful movies I've ever watched in my life. Adam Sandler made me have 20 panic attacks doing. I have 20 panic attacks during that movie. He stressed me the fuck out. Oh my gosh. But there are so many sports movies, man. Uncut Gems, if you've never seen that, that's one of the most stressful movies you will ever see. Kevin Garnett was a random good actor. Julia Fox actually looked good in that movie, and I don't know what the fuck happened to her after that. Oh, man. What a half of football we just watched. Not really, but we got one more half in this NFC East Bowl. We get closer to Washington's Sunday game. Jerry Jones has entered the chat because we're talking about meats and people wrestling naked. What the fuck was Jerry Jones talking about to Jamie Foxx, bro? What the hell even was that? Life be sad as shit is a wild statement because it do. There's definitely good moments, but there's so much fucked up shit going on in the world. Brian's song, definitely Bad News Bears, Above the Rim. There are so many good sports movies. It's hard. White Men Can't Jump. You can go on for days about Glory Road. There are sports movies, man. Appreciate you for the 199. That's a real statement, though. Sixth Man. Yep. The Long Shots with Ice Cube, The Legend of Bagger Vance with fucking what's Will Smith. That's how I felt when I watched Belly. Belly is another one of those movies. Horrible cult classic. That is a cultural classic. That is a terrible movie, bro. Belly is an awful fucking movie. We love it because Nas and DMX and them are in the movie. That shit is terrible, bro. Shit like Romeo Must Die. That was my shit back in the day. Probably not a good movie at all. This game is super trash. And when games are super trash, we go on tangents. And our current tangent, we were talking about earthy women earlier. We were talking about natural disasters, how Southern people will eat anything on the table. And we're currently in the bag. Oh, He Got Game. That is probably my favorite sports movie of all time. I knew when I saw it, I would probably be able to identify it. He Got Game is my favorite sports movie of all time. Fucking amazing film. Ray Allen had no acting ability in his body, and that movie still turned out to be a classic. So fucking good. Shout out to Spike Lee. Shout out to Spike Lee for that one, man. This game is ass. No wonder why we talk about favorite sports movies. It's no different. It's halftime, but this was the vibes when the game was on still. Cool Runnings. That is a sports movie. Oh, I have a take, y'all. I have a take. Love and Basketball is the most overrated love story / sports movie ever. That was the most toxic. These two people are not supposed to be there love story I've ever seen. They were so bad for each other. That movie, and watch it again now. Love and Basketball in 2024 is a bad movie. I'm going to stand on a ledge by myself. Watch that shit at our big ages right now and tell me you still feel the same as you did earlier in your life. Love and Basketball in 2024 is kind of ass, bro. Like that shit is kind of ass, and it's kind of a terrible love story. Dead Presidents and Menace to Society, classics. Wow. Wild Thing. Let's bring out Wild Thing. Wild Thing. Cosme went from DMP to questionable. He said he's playing today. When they asked him at practice, Cosme said he's good to go. So I think we're good to go. Coach Carter. I remember Coach Carter because I was in middle school when this movie came out. And we had a team bonding trip to Potomac Mills Movie Theater in Woodbridge, Virginia. And we had a pretty intense practice earlier in the day. So my legs were rocking during the peak of the movie. I'm talking about when they're playing against the LeBron James character in the playoff game at the end. I caught a hamstring and calf Charlie horse simultaneously in the movie theater. And I remember covering my mouth and just shaking my fucking leg. And they were like, yo, are you good? Are you good over there? I'm in there trying not to leave my seat because this is the best part of the movie. And I'm trying not to be making crazy amount of noise. So I look crazy as I look like I'm having a damn seizure in my seat. Worst cramp I ever caught in my life. Coach Carter is a core memory in my life because of that. I hate loving basketball. Thank you. Thank you. Fuck that movie, bro. There is nothing love story. That is the most toxic love story I ever seen in my life. That boy Quincy wasn't about shit. He was dogging the shit out of Monica. Dogging the shit out of Monica. Give me Brown Sugar over, not a sports movie, but give me Brown Sugar over Love and Basketball. Could you consider? Yeah, it's definitely a sports movie. Rocky's up there. Shout out to Rocky. Shout out to Creeds as well. Love is Blind, Above the Rim, The Caddy. Why the fuck did that nigga damn near dunk on her when she tried to do a romantic gesture? He banged on her with a torn ACL, banged on her in the backyard, and was dead ass serious like he dunked in a real game. That shit is terrible. I'm telling you, a lot of the classics and a lot of the movies that we loved growing up, they did not age well. And in the context of now, that shit is ass, bro. Take a lot of these old movies. Shout out to Bruce Lee. That's my GOAT, by the way. I'm going to do a sports movie binge this weekend. So many good classics. And the second half has been kicked off. The Giants are going to return it. They're going to take it, and he's going to fumble on the play. But they're going to get on it. First down. Jesus, Giants. Come on, man. Jerry Maguire, goated movie. Show me the money. Hoosiers is great, for sure. Karate Kid. My son is totally into Karate Kid and Cobra Kai and all that. So definitely love those movies. Like Mike with Bow Wow. That was a kid classic of mine, bro. I love that shit. I love that shit. Basketball Diaries with DiCaprio. That's my GOAT actor right there. Invincible with Mark Wahlberg. First and 10 New York Giants from the 20-yard line. Daniel Jones in the I formation is going to hand it to Singletary, and he's going to get swallowed up in the backfield for a loss of about 3 yards. That fumble was very crazy. That shit kind of toxic. That shit was all toxicity. There was nothing healthy about their relationship. Bell had Stockholm Syndrome. Beauty and the Beast. One of the most fucked up stories. We're watching a cartoon love story about bestiality. About a woman falling in love with a fucking wildebeest that she was the prisoner of and had Stockholm Syndrome. Because when a prisoner is captive long enough, they start having emotional connection with the person, the captor. So bestiality and Stockholm Syndrome. That's what we're showing our little girls what love is. Jesus Christ, Disney. Y'all sick company. First down to Darius Slayton across the middle of the field. 14-yard gain. The Giants are moving. They're looking to take the lead on Dallas on this drive. That mic'd up with Brian Robinson. Absolutely fire. Absolutely fire. Hands of Stone. That's the joint about Roberto Duran. Oh, Ana de Armas is in that movie. I love that woman. Ana de Armas. Oh, don't get me started. First down, Daniel Jones is back to pass. He's looking down the right sideline. Another completion to Darius Slayton. Another first down for the Giants. They are moving, baby. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I guess because at the end of the movie, they had a baby together and got married. And you know that marriage probably sucked. We ain't get the end credits of how that marriage turned out. That's a toxic home. They probably eventually divorced, and that kid probably hates both of them. Friday Night Lights, any given Sunday in the program. Classic Space Jam and Space Jam Part 2. The program, the way back with Ben Affleck, just about anything with Ben Affleck except Geely. Wan'Dale Robinson gains about 8 yards on first down. I'm a big film person, by the way. I'm a big movie person. The way back was really good. You saw how good Coleman was against the Bengals apart from the Hendrickson sack. He needs to start full-time. I think he's healthy enough to do so. I think they've ramped him up enough. Who's your caddy? That stupid-ass fucking movie. Just got here, so that comment was so out of context. He just walked into the middle of a random-ass tangent. Second and 2 for the Giants. They're at the Dallas Cowboys 47. They're going to hand it off to Devin Singletary, and he's going to pick up the first down on the play at around the 45-yard line of the Cowboys. They are in Dallas Cowboys territory. Who's Your Caddy was an awful movie, but there was dancing dishes and candlesticks. There was. Be My Guest. Some of my favorite Disney songs of all time. Shout out to Lumiere and Cogsworth. I used to have a Cogsworth piggy bank. Loved Beauty and the Beast. My daughter and my kids, we loved watching the Beauty and the Beast live action. But when you see it in live action and not in animation, you're sitting here like, this girl is falling in love with a big-ass buffalo. A big-ass buffalo that protected her after taking her prisoner. Like, damn, we made Gaston the villain. At least Gaston is a real person. But when it comes to, Devin Singletary with a big plays, bouncing off tackles, they're going to take it up to around the 30-yard line. But we made Gaston out to be a villain, and Gaston versus the Beast reminds me of this stupid-ass man versus bear conversation women have. Maybe they are wild enough to pick a bear over a man, because men are a problem, but damn. Was Gaston really that much of a problem compared to the Beast? But he was a person for real. He was just cursed. Only a woman go find a way to excuse that shit. Hard to find a boxing movie. Gladiator. Gladiator is a perfect movie. I'm afraid about this sequel, by the way. Daniel Jones on 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. He's taking a shot. He's going to the 10-yard line. He's going to find, guess who? Malik Neighbors. Daniel Jones is dealing right now, y'all. This is Danny Dimes. We haven't seen Danny Dimes in a minute, but Danny Dimes is getting after it right now. Regina Hall was fine. She sure was. Another ageless wonder. Blue Chips with Shaq. Disney got some splaining to do. John Smith married a child in Pocahontas. Yo, when you look at these movies from the context of an adult, there are so many of them that was fucked up. So fucked up. And they're so traumatizing. Got to start every movie with a parent dying just to get the kids emotional. Man. Daniel Jones escapes the sack. He's rolling to his right and throws it to an out-of-bounds Wan'Dale Robinson. 2nd and goal upcoming for the Giants. The only movies that aged well is the Friday series. Yeah, those are still as hilarious to this day. About to be 14-12. Let's hope they get in the end zone here. Blade 1 and 2 were goated for sure. The beginning of Love and Basketball, he pushed her. Toxic Beginnings, and the daddy was living foul too. Daddy was out here in the street. Talk about the definition of Papa was a rolling stone. 2nd and goal coming up for the New York Giants. Yeah, they're making a Happy Gilmore too. I'm going to watch it though. 2nd and goal, they're going to hand it off to Devin Singletary, who's going to take it up to about the 7. I don't like handing off 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. Semi-pro, absolute classic. Disney definitely markets a lot of wild shit to children. Disney, DreamWorks, all of them. 2 good sports movies, Johnny Be Good and Wildcats. Hey, I don't know if it counts as a sports movie, but Brink was my favorite Disney Channel original. That was a skateboarding, inline skating movie. Shit was fire. Disney is very nasty. You'd be surprised. Oh, I'm not surprised. They got some goated films, but that shit, Major Pain. Raging Bull, goated film. Oh, Sunset Park, one of the most slept on sports movies ever. Sunset Park, what time is it? It's time to get live. It's time to represent. Shout out to Fredro Starr. Fire. Why the fuck would Jones throw it to someone that's out of bounds? That's a Daniel Jones question, man. He's crazy. Mighty Ducks was fire. Unpopular opinion. Pokemon was an anime that promoted kids abandoning responsibility while fighting animals. That man Ash Ketchum dropped out of school at 12 years old to go raise a pack of wild animals and travel to gyms to collect fucking Boy Scout badges while he trained to be the best trainer of all time. I'm telling you, when you think about the plot of some of the shit that we grew up to love, it's some of the goofiest shit ever. So when I criticize shit that my kids like, I have to sit back and say, you know what? Most of the shit I grew up and loved was dumb as hell and goofy as hell. So maybe I should leave them alone. Scary Movie 1 and 2, and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Shout out to the Wayans family. That was that shit. If they score, would you go for 2? I would go for 2, but I live dangerous and I attack success. I'm not sure if the Giants are about that life. Disney confused us about what a good man was. They ain't slick. Fucking Buffalo. A love story. The finest, smartest girl in town is out here settling for a part-time buffalo, trying to find his way back to human flesh. Oh, man. Brink was that shit. Shout out to Eric Von Detten and Christina Vidal. Ash had the same education level as James Evans Jr. That man Ash dropped out of school. His mom was like, make sure you call and check with me, honey. Land Before Time was that shit. My boy Littlefoot, Johnny Tsunami, Surfing Jump, Breaking 1 and 2. Which one was Breaking 2? Was Breaking 2 the Electric Boogaloo? What am I feeling on Sunday? We're gonna win. We're gonna win. I don't think it's gonna be a pretty game. I got us winning by 1 in Arizona on Sunday. The Cardinals are getting the Cardinals Nation is a little bit too confident, and that don't sit well with me. I'm picking us to win again. I'm probably not picking us to lose until Baltimore pops up on the schedule, to be perfectly honest, depending on how this game goes. Unnecessary roughness. Smash that like button, man. Where are you going to find this type of entertainment while we watch a football game together as a community? 3rd and goal coming up for Daniel Jones. He has that puzzled deer in the headlights look on his face. You know where they're going with the ball on this play. Wan'Dale Robinson motions to the left. Oh, nope. They're going to throw it to Wan'Dale, and he's going to get stopped at about the 3-yard line by DeMarvion Overshown, former Texas linebacker. They're going to be settling for 3 here, or are they going to go for it? But Daniel Jones be looking like he on that shit, man. his eyes be too open for me. They pretty much used Neighbors as a decoy to pull the linebacker in, and they tried to slip Wan'Dale Robinson in behind him. Didn't exactly work. Semi-pro is so funny. Big fan of Will Ferrell. I remember I should have known the red flag with my ex was she thought Will Ferrell was like the unfunniest person ever, and she did not laugh once when we watched the first Anchorman. I should have known at that point it wasn't going to work out. The Giants are going to make the field goal, 14-12. It is a 2-point game in New York. Motocross was fire too. That shit made me want to get a dirt bike, knowing damn well I cannot handle nothing like that. Cinderella Man, big fire. Sunset Park was trash. Oh, hood classic right there, man. The Rookie, fire. Hell to the Commanders. The Cowboys suck. If you popped into this stream late, you probably are like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? They locked up Vic, but not Ash Ketchum. My boy Ash made Vic look like a novice. Could you imagine the Cowboys losing this game? Yes, I can imagine, and I hope that's the case. I want it to happen. My character in Pokemon was trying to smash the nurse. Oh, Nurse Joy. Nurse Joy was a baddie. Her and Jesse from Team Rocket. Definitely a crushes of mine growing up. I want to be the very best like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. These Pokemon, man, I can sing that whole fucking song, even the verse that nobody knows, man. Don't get me started on this Thursday night. Yu-Gi-Oh was the same. They went to war for those cards. It was fire. I'm telling you, it's nice to enjoy that shit, but all that shit was trash for real. All that shit is stupid, bro. They all look insane. So when we judge the new kids, like their shit is just as goofy as ours, man. It's just the nostalgia of it. It takes you back to a certain time in your life where it's like sports, music, movies, and stuff. It takes you back to a very specific moment in your life. Part-time Buffalo. That was the beast. It was a part-time ass Buffalo. He was seasonal. Code name, Kids Next Door. Oh, we really bringing that shit out tonight. I used to have the meanest crush on Jessica Rabbit. Now, they knew what they was doing when they made that cartoon character because ain't no way they should be making a cartoon character that damn curvaceous. Her and the mom from Incredibles. What are y'all doing? Lean on Me. Fire. Morgan Freeman. Nasty guy, awesome actor, legend. 1st and 10, Dak Prescott kicks it out to Jake Ferguson, and he's going to pick up the first down after breaking a couple tackles for about a 12-yard gain. It looked like he might have stepped out of bounds, but they didn't call him down, or did they? They are going to call him out of bounds. Nope, they're going to call him short of the first down. Oh my God. The stupidest sports movie in the history of sports movie, and possibly the worst scene in Disney original cinematic history. The game-winning shot in that game with them twin girls was the dumbest shit I ever seen. 2nd and 4, Prescott's under pressure. He shovels it to Jake Ferguson, who picks up the first down and takes it up to about the Dallas Cowboys 43-yard line. If you've seen this movie, the game-winning play, old girl gets the ball. There's twins, a 2 twin girl basketball player. She gets the ball and starts hitting the fucking Ali Boumaye shuffle with the ball in her hand, and she's triple threading. There's like 5 seconds left in the game. This bitch done double dribbled. She done travel, and she's pumping her feet on the ground like a fucking idiot with a high sprained ankle. The play literally takes 20 seconds to happen, but for whatever reason, it happened within 5 seconds. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Go YouTube double teamed game-winning shot, and it's the stupidest shit you ever seen in your life. Last Dragon, I'd consider it a sports movie if we're being honest. Will Ferrell and everything is a legend, man. Shout out Cat Dog. Rio, don't forget about Rudy. Oh yeah, we never forget about Rudy. Goated. Dallas, they get a big run by Rico Dowdle, and they are now in Giants territory. It feels like the offenses have both got going a little bit. The Giants go right down the field and get a field goal, and now the Cowboys are coming right back at them. Alley Cat Strike, that was the bowling movie on Disney. The one that made me thinking I could hit a split spare when they have the little split at the bowling alley. Flyest shit I've ever seen. Fuck Chuck Norris. That was my favorite line in Dodgeball. I don't know if Dodgeball is a sports movie, but that shit's hilarious. I'm literally about to show my son that movie next week. Ezekiel Elliott takes it up for about 5 yards on a reception. For Dallas, they're in Giants territory. Fast third quarter because these offenses are moving. There's already 6 minutes left in the third quarter. This shit is flying by. Flying by. I'm kind of a big deal. Ron Burgundy is the GOAT. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Fire. Bloodsport? Fire. Shout out to Jean-Claude Van Damme. 6 Man, The Longest Yard, both Longest Yards, the old and the new. Hey Arnold was my favorite cartoon of all time. That's my favorite animated series of all time. That was my shit. I grew up with that. CeeDee Lamb with another catch. It's going to be 3rd and short coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. 5:37 and counting. 3rd and 1 coming up for Dallas. See if the Giants can get a stop and force a field goal here. That's probably 4-down territory for Dallas, though. They're not pussy. Dak in the shotgun takes the snap, throws it out to his left side, and throws it out of the outstretched hands of his fullback, but there's a flag down on the play. How do you become a member? Chat, I got you. I'll put the link in there right now. I got you, my boy. I will drop that link in for you right now. Give me 1 second. I'm doing it on my phone because it's much easier that way. Because I already got this shit queued up. There you go. There's the link. It should be in the chat right now. Click that link and you could join it up. Y'all want to scare your kids? Have them watch Garbage Pail Kids. Recess and Codename Kid Next Door. Recess, goated. Jungle Book, classic movie. The 1967 one. Wouldn't suggest kids to go befriend a big-ass bear in the forest and try to take on snakes, but definitely a good movie. Bare Necessities, banger. 3rd and 11, Dak Prescott's back to pass. He's going to let it fly to Brandon Cooks, and it's an incomplete pass, and they are going to force a field goal out of the Dallas Cowboys. There we go. Johnny Bravo, the first thirsty, creepiest guy ever. Goated cartoon right there. Warrior, great movie. Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy, fly. Harry and the Hendersons. Oh, man. White Men Can't Jump. We don't count that White Men Can't Jump remake shit with Jack Harlow. That we're gonna act like that don't exist. Wasn't the worst movie I ever watched, but was not good. Dallas, you know it's automatic when Brandon Aubrey comes out on the field. He nails the field goal, 17-12. Dallas Cowboys on top by 5. Could have hit from 70. That motherfucker can probably kick a 100-yard field goal. That dude pretty much is the new Tucker King Hypno. Law-abiding citizen, absolutely fire movie. My boy joined up. Sure did. C. Brunson, welcome to the Rambler family. Welcome to the squad, my boy. Flex that member badge and welcome. Appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. My man said Pepe Le Pew, the OG Diddy. Shout out Finding Nemo. I love when we have these watch parties of other teams because we start talking about a bunch of absolute nothing. We have the best scoring offense in the NFC East right now. Love what we're building here. Exactly. Baby steps. Baby steps. Wasn't the biggest fan of Angry Beavers, but I did watch it all the time. Don't Be a Menace, the South Central, while drinking your juice in the hood. Classic comedy. Bring back good satirical parody movies. We need the Wans back on that shit. Okay, I'm back, Rio. What did I miss? It's 17-12. The half started with the Giants driving for a field goal and the Cowboys starting for a field goal. And we've resorted to talking about our favorite cartoons, movies, sports movies, and how everything we loved as a kid did not age well. And we should not judge our children for the shit that they watch because most of the stuff we watched were awful. Kenan and Kel, fire. Shout out to Kenan Thompson, still getting Saturday Night Live bags to this day. The original Bad News Bear. We definitely need to bring back satirical comedy movies, man. That shit was funny. Harold and Kumar, love them. Marvin Harrison about to have 230 yards and 5 touchdowns. More like 150 and a couple tugs, but we ball. We ball. Invader Zim was good for no reason. I hated Rocco's Modern Life. My sister used to love that shit. Thought Rio was about to say it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. You thought I was about to hit the Glorilla on him? It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. Yeah, they said Sunset Park was trash, my boy. They said Sunset Park was trash. Hey, I'm shitting on all of our childhoods. Most of that shit we loved was awful. But we talk about it in the correct content. Like Beavis and Butthead was an awful show, but it was hilarious. I'm just thinking about how fire the Boondocks would be in 2024 with all the shit that's happening in the world, with the election, with Diddy, Kendrick v. Drake. It would have been so fire, man. So fucking fire. Wan's family were the goats of that shit. Even them stupid A Haunted House movies with Marlon were still funny. What about Dallas losing tonight? We need them to lose. I want them to lose, but the Giants keep getting to the red zone and bullshit, and they look like us in week 2. Come on, Daniel Jones and neighbors, dial that shit up. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, shout out to that, and shout out to Bel-Air, the reboot. It's actually good. I love you back as well. We having a good ass time over here. That new Vince McMahon documentary, Herb, I was telling him about it earlier. That shit is must-see TV, 40-Year-Old Virgin. Anything from Judd Apatow during that run is must-see television. That whole crew, everything. Celebrity Deathmatch, hey, that was that shit. That was that shit back in the day. Wayne's World, something that didn't age well, but also a classic. Field of Dreams. Kevin Costner. Can't look at Will Smith the same anymore, bruh. At the end of the day, if it's good, it's good, bruh. I will separate the art and the artist. The Smashing Machine looks interesting. Which genre is that? What is that? Give me hip. They would definitely cancel the Boondocks after one episode, but I'm here for it. 1st and 10, Daniel Jones play action. He finds Neighbors again. God damn, what does Neighbors have, like 9 catches? Neighbors going to lead the league in catches at this rate. They feeding that boy. I beg to disagree. Ben 10, OG Teen Titans, Danny Phantom, Kimmy Hill, and James. We're lit. Yes, sir. Teen Titans. I remember my son used to watch Teen Titans Go. I used to like watching that goofy shit with him too. R.I.P. Uncle Phil. Cat Williams said time's up in 2024. Hey, man, they might let him get it off. What do I think about Power Book 2? They need to end this shit because this shit is horrible. The writing's horrible, and I want the Power universe to finish completely. Daniel Jones is sacked for a loss of about 7 yards. My goodness. But I loved OG Power, and I watch all the spinoffs. I think the best spinoff is the Kanan one. But at this point, they've run its course. This is not the Marvel Cineverse universe, and it's getting ridiculous. This show has become Fast and Furious meet cocaine dealers. It's awful. Please be done with it. I don't care about any of these people living. I'm not emotionally invested into any of these characters. I want it to end at this point. They're just throwing shit at the wall. I don't know what happened to Courtney Kemp in the writing room over there. Not Another Teen Movie was hilarious, by the way. I used to love Celebrity Deathmatch. Shout out to when MTV used to play music videos and BET. I still watch Power, though. I'm going to watch it every week. I watch it every week. I'm going down with this ship. I got to complete it at this point. And the Giants are coming out to punt. They did absolutely nothing on this drive. Come on, man. Dallas, just put them out there misery and let's get out of here. But no, I don't bang with Tariq. I see his growth. He is great value, low budget Ghost, but his story isn't believable. Ghost, you believed his character. Tariq shit don't make sense, and they're making him like he's Dom Toretto. He's like a superhero. He's an Avenger at this point. Doesn't make it. He's a drug dealing Avenger. Blank Man with Damon Wayans. This game sucks. BET Uncut. My favorite superhero is Batman, and my favorite villain is the Riddler. The Riddler is him, bro. Edward Nygma. Ain't nothing like the Riddler, man. Shout out to Jim Carrey's rendition of him. I love the Riddler. And shout out to the Riddler in the Batman Arkham trilogy video games. I like Tommy Saga from Power. I like Tommy. He's probably the only character I really care about that is alive and well still in the Power universe because he's dope as hell. It's just Tommy's shit is straight, but it's also like, what are we doing? Like, Tommy's character don't hit the same without Ghost being alive. Nobody's characters do. They don't realize a protagonist / antagonist like Ghost carried the shit out of Power. Power is not Power without Ghost. And while these other shows have okay moments and okay episodes, maybe a decent season here and there, that shit been ass ever since Ghost died. So, Effie. They got some baddies on Power. They got one thing. They got females on that jump. Them scenes don't hit like they used to in original Power, though. He got Ghost blood and learned from Kanan, but it ain't believable. He's a spoiled little rich kid who has plot armor, and that's the only reason he's still surviving on that show. Breaking Bad was amazing, though, from beginning to end. And I don't even want Power and Breaking Bad ever put in the same sentence because Power was a phenomenal TV show. It is 17-12 Dallas. 17-12. There's nothing happening. The Giants just punted the ball. Sopranos was fire. Salute Your Shorts, Nickelodeon classic. All that information. The song is lit. That's it. The songs are definitely fire. Songs are definitely fire. I love all of them. But ain't nothing hitting like that. They say this is a big, rich town. Cliff Kingsbury, the best OC in the league, try and debate on it. Hey, man, he balling right now. I'll take it. I'll take it. Such a weird game. Daniel Jones got 228 yards and only 3 incompletion. Neighbors got 7 for 79, but they only got 12. Facts. And I don't care about the ending. I definitely agree. I think Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad, those are my 2 best shows ever. I ain't mad at that. Angie Valdez had you. Sons of Anarchy, fire. See, I like shows that can get me emotionally involved. Banshee is one of the most slept on shows ever, man. Big fire. BMF is terrible. BMF is like a Tubi show on Stars. Ozark was really good. I enjoyed Ozark. I loved it. It was pretty much like one of those shows we just named, but about money laundering. Oh, I definitely watched the first episode. I didn't get to the second one of Penguin yet. Ozark was fire. The acting was next level. Julia Gardner and Jason Bateman, they did their shit. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Empire. Empire had about a 2-season run and had motherfuckers in a chokehold. And then we realized that shit was ass. Cookie Lion and Lucius Lion, one of the most unbelievable shows ever. And then that shit failed miserably. Shout out Jussie Smollett. Fallout was fire. Dallas is very undisciplined. It feels like every other play tonight has been a penalty at this point. BMF is awful. The first season was interesting, and it's been going. The production has got consistently worse ever since. I've no longer cared about the Big Meech and Terry story because it's too bad to follow, bro. It is very Tubi like. Loss of a few. They're running CeeDee Lamb out the backfield for the third time. Brian Burns is hitting the Victor Cruz salsa because they took CeeDee down for a loss of about 5 yards on the play. Rio, have you seen 2020's The Tax Collector? That movie. Oh, yeah, that movie is disgusting. That movie is disgusting. P-Valley is pretty fire, but it's a little crazy, and I know there's a lot of people who probably would not be able to get through that. Have I seen Chicago? Absolutely, I've seen Chicago. Absolutely. Mayor of Kingstown, pretty good. Since 8 was a cool con. I never watched it. Juicy Smoulier, Boardwalk Empire. Shout out Nucky Thompson. 2nd and 20. They hand it off to Wash Zeke. He picks up about 7 yards on the play. 3rd and very long coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. Tulsa King, haven't watched it yet. Is it good? Power Rangers and Family Matters, and realize family matter don't as and realizing family don't matter as much. Yeah, I watch a little bit of everything. Silo, fire. The Shy, good show, interesting. The writing is all over the place, and I'm not liking how they're finishing it up, but I'm game to finish it up. I'm gonna ride it to the end at this point. 3rd and 12. I watch so much TV. I'm very picky about how shows go. Every show can't be a masterpiece and have great writing, but lazy writing stands out really quick. Handmaid's Tale is so dark, bro. That show, you just feel dirty watching that shit. Snowfall, phenomenal TV show. Wire was the best show ever. I'm not mad at that take. I got it in the top 3 or 4. I don't got it as the top, but it's up there. I was too young when it came out, though. I watched it later in my life as I got older. But if I was if I was of age when it was dropping on Sunday, you can't take away how it felt back when you had to catch the show live to watch it. And a good punt return for the Giants. They're going to get it up to about the 47-yard line to start their next drive. The Giants are in movement. They're 3 yards behind the. They're there. Come on, New York. It's time. That was weird. What the hell just happened? But we're winding down the third quarter, and that's when the Giants are looking to take the lead. They're up at about the 50-yard line. Let's see what's going to happen. Dexter was a classic for 5 seasons, and then the last couple seasons of the show were trash as fuck to me personally. The Bear is like that, but I feel like they're starting to fall in love with all the love that it receives, and they're not putting as much into the writing as the first couple seasons, but I love The Bear. It was. The Wire was fire. And I don't know, me personally, it being a true story don't make it any better or worse than something else, but The Wire was like that, though. I'm a Commanders fan, but I hate the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. They're always our biggest op. We don't root for the Cowboys to win unless it means something to us. I love the development of character. That's why GOT. Yeah, I love character development. I love seeing a character go from being hated to loved or being loved to hated. I love the duality of a good protagonist, all that shit. Favorite horror movie? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Are we talking? Oh, my favorite horror series is Scream. I love the Scream series. I'm always a sucker. I will watch Scream until the end of time when they make them shit. I love that shit. I love every season except the last season. They started tweaking in that storyline on the back half of the last season. I hope they're able to put a good bow on it when they end it with this final season upcoming. What up, Samantha? Vikings, phenomenal show. Last Kingdom, also phenomenal show. I just watched that Halle Berry movie, Never Let Go, creepy as hell. How was it? Was it all right? Is it worth time? Walking Dead, I'm iffy about. Walking Dead was phenomenal up to a certain point. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody that may try it, but when it got to a certain point, it was like, all right, let's just end this shit. How long are we going to walk dead? Thank God it's Friday vibes. Friday used to be the best days to us unless you get on Friday right. Definitely feels like that. Do you think it was smart to go and grab? Do you think it's smart to go? Well, he has some legal issues, and that's why the NFL's not touching him right now. So, no, I don't think it would be smart right now. Lucy with Scarlett Johansson, that joint was all right. Playmakers, I love that shit. Tiana's friend killed Shump off the Shy. Oh, yeah, that shit was a little crazy. That shit was a little crazy. They're all over the place with that shit. Now, I think they could have did the Duda storyline a little better. 1st and 10, New York Giants. Another pass, the 8th reception for Neighbors. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to take it up for about 8 yards on the play. Chanel, welcome to the Rambler family. We got another member. Welcome them to the squad. Appreciate it. So you got to love Vegeta. Vegeta is my favorite Dragon Ball Z character. Absolutely. I am a sucker for character development, redemption arcs, and duality in a character. You should collab with Juan Gotti. We've definitely collabed before. We'll definitely collab again. Shout out to my young boy. Sinister, fire. Oh, my bad. I'm tripping. I don't know if this is counted as thriller or horror. Scream is my number 2. My number 1 is the Saw series. Saw is the best put together horror thriller shit I've ever seen in my life. And that is some of the best twists. And I love that shit. And I think the person who writes those movies should be condemned and put away for life, because that is terrifying that you could come up with that type of thing. Invincible, the Vince Papali jump with Mark Wahlberg. You can't watch Game of Thrones. It's not for everybody, but that's goated television right there. True Detective Season 1, goated television right there. Hell yeah. Yellowstone was fire to a certain point. Red Dead Redemption 2, that is a top 3 video game of all time. If you ask me, that story is crazy. R.I.P. Arthur Morgan. Spencer James reminds me of Scary Terry. Don't throw that smut on Terry. Spencer James, the most dirt route runner I ever. All-American really wanted us to believe that Spencer James, dirt ass, was making it to the league. Fuck out of here. All-American, that's a show people love that is fucking objectively terrible. It is awful. That is an awful TV show. I watched like 3 seasons of that shit and didn't realize, what are we doing here? That shit is terrible. Appreciate you, TJ. Too nasty for you. Welcome him to the family, y'all. You are now a Rambler. Appreciate you for joining up. Americans, fire. American Dad. I know a girl that looked just like the main character from American Dad. She had a crazy ass jawline like him. Forbes return Sunday. Reek's redemption. Oh, you know I'm going to be on it with the Game of Thrones parallel if he comes back. Reek trying to turn back the Theon. If you know, you know. Invincible, fire. Fire on Amazon Prime. Absolutely fire. Final Destination, man. Final Destination 2 to this day got me avoiding them log trucks on the highway. I refuse to drive behind one of them shits. Hell no. Hell no. I will not do it. Rio, you said you watch anime. Have you seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? My son is actually getting into it, so I haven't watched JoJo's. I've only watched a couple episodes of JoJo's. I have not gotten into it. And my son's trying to get me to watch that. He's trying to get me to watch Blue Lock, and he's trying to get me to watch My Hero Academia. But I have not watched JoJo, but I know exactly what it is, though. Trash series, but man, nah, bro. Them twists in Saw were fire, bro. I love Saw, bro. They made too many of them, but I loved Saul. Devin Singletary picks up the first down and takes it inside the 40-yard line, but there's a flag down on the play. Of course, a Robinson always pays his debts like the Lannisters do. You know the vibes, George. All-American was awesome until it became political. It was entertaining, but it was trash, especially the football aspects on it. The parts outside of football, cool. But the football aspect, that shit was so trash and unbelievable. Ain't no way Jordan and Spencer were good football players. There was nothing athletic about either of these guys. Shit was trash as fuck. Man, them log trucks, man. Final Destination did it to me. Final Destination make you think too much. What do I think about Patrick Peterson to the Commanders? I mean, I believe he's washed as hell, but I mean, we could use bodies in the quarterback room. He can't be worse than what we have here. So if we signed him, cool. If we didn't sign him, also cool. In Living Color, goated shit. So many classic comedians came from there. The Grudge, that was my shit. The Grudge and The Ring were my middle school horror life. Daniel Jones is going deep. The Darius Slayton, and he's not able to catch it. He's going deep down the right sideline. No dice for the New York Giants. 14:31 to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 12 upcoming for the Giants. Pet Cemetery, Fire, Blair Witch Project, the most unscary movie that we thought was the scariest shit ever coming up. Where can I get the hats from? Washington on the Daily. You see this logo in the top right of the screen? WSHonthedaily.com or the Instagram. Your son is lit. I love all of those. My son is a big anime head. The original White Men Can't Jump. Yeah, goated. If that was us, he catches that pass. I know Darius Slayton, even though he's dropped some shit versus us, the Giants just get that battery in their back. Patrick Peterson is an analyst right now. Yep, he was on Craig Hoffman. I listened to it earlier before I came on stream. Loki series was probably the best shit Marvel's done since Endgame. Like, that shit was like that. I loved it. Arya Stark's growth process made her my favorite character. I could have done without her in Gendry's sex scene, but yes, Arya Stark had one of the Game of Thrones has some of the best character arcs in development I've ever seen on a television show. That's why it would always be my number one. Godfather 3 is not a real movie. I don't even acknowledge that it exists. The Shining, classic. Shit creeps me out to this day. We need to let the defense grow. We do. It's very early, and we need to give Joe Witt a chance, y'all. I know y'all are sick of him already. We got to give that guy, that brother, some time because he is working with a lot of ass on that side of the ball. 3rd and 11. Daniel Jones is flushed out of the pocket. He's rolling to the right. He dumps it off to Wandale, who breaks a tackle and gets slammed down about 2 to 3 yards shy of the first down. Are they going to go for it? I know Cliff and Jaden would. Are they about that life? It's 4th and about 3. It looks like Daniel Jones is walking off the field, but Dayball still has the playbook in his hand. I don't even be recognizing Dayball, bro. Ozempic dabs, man, that boy look good, man. They're going for it on 4th. 4th and 3, they're going for it. My favorite movie of all time, The Departed. My favorite movie of all time. I love that movie. That's the best cast of all time. It's the best director, Martin Scorsese. My favorite actors. You can't make me say enough good things about The Departed. 4th and 3. Daniel Jones drops back. He's going to find his receiver. First down. Guess who it is, y'all? Malik Neighbors with a first down, and he's down on the play. Okay, maybe he just needed to catch another breath, but first down, New York Giants. Neighbors is an absolute dog. Have I seen Star Wars? Absolutely seen Star Wars. Big nerd over here. I watch everything. When I say I'm into everything, I'm into everything. I have a lot of interest in this life, and I'm a big fucking nerd. Bro, that ending, the last act of The Departed was some of the most unpredictable, amazing writing I've ever seen. Phenomenal movie. Spoiled the shit out of it for anyone that hasn't seen it, but it is what it is. Coming to America. Daniel Jones is looking. He's looking across the middle of the field. Once again, hits Malik Neighbors, but there's a flag down on the play. If not, that's another 14, 15-yard completion to Malik Neighbors. What a dog. Malik Neighbors is nice. Daniel Jones is about to have a 300-yard day, and Malik Neighbors is over 100 yards. That boy's balling. That boy is balling. Let's go, Giants. Let's get this bitch in the end zone. Malik Neighbors look like he good for 10 catches a week. That is how you target a number one receiver. Early and often. I don't care what type of coverage he's getting. You keep throwing that ball to him. The new Teen Titans is definitely trash. Into the Mist had one of the saddest and most depressing end. Oh, man. Margot Robbie and the Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, my God. Elite. 1st and 10. Oh, my God. They hit Neighbors low as he go. Okay, he's good. He popped up. They hit Neighbors at the knee. That scared the hell out of me, man. He's definitely about to have a Puka Nacua type rookie season because they are feeding that boy the football, and he is almost all they have to offer over there. 34 receptions for 382 yards and 3 touchdowns so far. Second most ever through 4 games. That boy different. That boy's a dog. Daniel Jones' eyes are too close together. That's why he looks like he's ass. Boy knows Malik is the only way to keep his giant. I'm feeding him too, bro. When you have a target like that, you get him the ball. Devin Singletary is reversing field. I don't know who he thinks he is, but he got caught trying to reverse field. Sir, you are not USC Reggie Bush. What are you doing? Take your ass north and south and get your 2 or 3 yards and go down. What are you doing, man? If I had to choose between, Margot Robbie, it's not even close. Margot Robbie is gorgeous, bro. Margot Robbie. Shout out Sydney Sweeney, but give me Margot Robbie, bro. I love that beautiful ass Aussie. I like some of Sydney Sweeney's assets better, but Margot Robbie's face card is taking Sydney Sweeney's every day of the week and twice on Sunday. American Beauty, definitely a classic. Devin Singletary, who did you think you were on that play? Like, I'm trying to figure out what the plan was there. What was the plan here? What was the plan here? I don't understand. What are we talking about? Javon Diggs is down injured on the play. Uh-oh. You hate to see that. You hate to see that. Final Destination was crazy, all of them. I stopped liking them after like 3, but I remember they had the DVD to like choose your own path shit. Diggs is going to the locker room. Sydney Sweeney's face looks like she's surprised all the time, and her eyes look funny, but she's very attractive, though. This is how we need to target Terry versus the Cardinals. Exactly, because Sean Murphy Button cannot guard Terry. Get that boy 12 targets on Sunday. That Diggs injury might be serious. He's going straight to the locker room. Adventures in babysitting, I'm definitely hip. Jones is back on 3rd and 14. He's going for it all, and it's going to be dropped by Darius Slayton because that's what he do. 4th and 14, and you can't even go for that because that's egregious if you go for it. So it's time to kick a field goal and cut it to 2 for the Giants. This looks exactly like the Giants Washington game from week 2. 5 heartbeats. RIP Oakland Sports. Taken. You talking about with Liam Neeson's crazy ass? What's your favorite sci-fi? Ex Machina is so good. That's a phenomenal movie, by the way. Love that fucking movie. Sci-fi. I mean, I love the Star Wars movies, so that's definitely up there. I know my favorite like series of movies. I'm a big Harry Potter guy. Read the books and watched the movies growing up. That turf sucks booty juice. That's why Saquon left. Hell yeah, that field surface is ass. It makes FedEx field surface look like the best shit ever. Anyone remember that show, Ocean Girl? Nah, I don't even know what that is, bro. You got to hit me. Hostel and Turistas, yeah. Good stuff. You watch them before going on vacation just to keep you abreast of what's happening. Field of Dreams. Yeah. When I say I watch everything, like I don't have a type. I watch everything. I like everything. I'm a big fan of art. I read, I watch shit, I watch anime, I listen to all types of music. I'm a big variety is the spice of life type of person. Harry Potter for the win. Yes, sir. It's my shit. Harry Potter got my vocabulary up as a kid. American Pie series. Can't wait to show my son those. That's a coming of age classic right there, my boy. Millie Bobby Brown without makeup. She looks like she's 35 years old. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what Hollywood does to these girls, man. It got them getting all these procedures and all this Botox and wearing all this makeup, and they look crazy as shit. And it's sad. Hollywood is a motherfucker, man. The Conjuring, goated horror movies for sure. Emmanuel Forbes starred in that great series Lost. Oh shit. Shout out to Lost, by the way. One of the coolest endings I've ever seen on a TV show. Very polarizing ending. You rewatch Vampire Diaries. I never got through all of Vampire Diaries. It was one of those shows. You know how you got those shows where you watch a couple seasons and you never watch it. You forget to go back one season and you just never get back to it. Vampire Diaries was something I was watching with my ex-wife, so I never went back to it. Kind of forgot it existed. New York Stadium, Play Your Fight Song, Piano Man. Daniel Jones going to get Neighbors hurt. Don't wish that on her. Don't wish that on Neighbors. Let's not even talk about injuries. Oh, The Matrix is up there. That's up there for sci-fi. Is that sci-fi? Technically. Daniel Jones, big basura. Used to be a wrestling fan. Haven't watched wrestling since, like, when's the last time I watched wrestling? Oh, the last time I watched wrestling, whatever, I think it was like WrestleMania 20 or some shit. I don't fucking know what year it was. The last time I watched wrestling was, I remember there was a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship between Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Chris Benoit while he was still on Earth. That's how long ago I haven't watched wrestling. I see people talking about it all the time, so I know who some of the people that are. Yo, Tyler Guyton is ugly as hell, bro. Tyler Guyton, I don't know if anybody watches the anime One Piece. Tyler Guyton look like Arlong, bro. That's an ugly ass dude right there. But he gets busy though. He gets busy, and as raw as they told you in the draft process, he's came out there. Definitely, while I feel like I would want to be a Gryffindor, I'm definitely a Slytherin house. If I was to get sorted into a Harry Potter house, I'm definitely Slytherin house. Dak Prescott finds Ferguson on first down. He takes it up to about the 39, 40-yard line. He may be just short of the first down. The Office, loved it. Seen it 1,000 times over. Most reminded movie scene, Monsters Ball. Monsters Ball is one of the worst movies of all time, bro. That movie, there was nothing entertaining about that movie. Starship Troopers, the Cowboys, none of these, the Cowboys don't scare me, guys. Do they scare you guys? Second and inches. They haven't got going yet in 2024. What I've seen so far doesn't scare me. Rico Dowdle picks up the first down around the 44-yard line. First down, Dallas. They're up 2 points with 10 minutes left in this game. A League of Their Own and Sandlot. Great movie. Men in Black and MIB 2. Great movie. The Giants can do the funniest thing and win this game with all field goal. Talk about a reverse of karma. This is exactly like the Washington game versus the Giants week 2. I guess that's just the new mantra for the NFC East. First and 10, play action. Dak is looking. He's going to the sticks. He hits Jake Ferguson again, who takes it up right around the first down marker, 10-yard gain on the play. We're at the 9:51 mark of this game. I'm not going to hold you. I hope I don't jinx it when I say this. Amazon Prime, I'm impressed with how smooth, how the resolution has been dropped all night. Shout out to Jeff Bezos' app. Dak's trying to put the dagger in the Giants. The crying game. Now, Burn After Reading is up there too. Burn After Reading was an awful fucking movie. 2nd and 1. No. I know what the worst movie ever is. First down, Rico Dowdle takes it up to the Giants 40-yard line. The Cowboys are threatening in Giants territory. The worst movie ever was Cloverfield. And if you like this movie, I'm judging you. Cloverfield was such an awful, disorienting movie to watch with all the camera moving around. I know it's supposed to feel like you're watching it on someone's camera. Fuck that movie. Fuck that movie. Hate it. Cowboys aren't shit. I'm trying to sweep them this year. That's ambitious. If we can get one of them, I'm cool though. Dak Prescott goes out to his right, incomplete pass on the play. Flott knocked it down. You're missing out if you're not watching WWE. There's a great storyline going on. Everybody tells me wrestling right now is fire again. I'm watching on Twitch and it looks good too. I'll definitely watching this Bad News Bear. Watching this game is giving me good vibes on the Commander season. It's making you feel like this division wide the hell open, right? Cloverfield, it's unique. It's ass though. It's unique ass. It's like a badly done BBL. Dak Prescott, RPO on second down. He's going up the right sideline. He completes it to Jalen Tolbert, and he's going to take it up to about the 26-yard line. First down, Dallas. They are marching towards the red zone. One of the funniest yet realest lines in a movie ever said. Welcome to the back of the bus, white boy on Glory Road. Hell yeah. Fuck Cloverfield. What I think about Jackass, I love those crazy ass movies. I used to love watching those guys go out and almost kill each other and do stupid stunt. Evil Dead 1, very old. That's some movies are bad, but they're essential viewing. Like some shit is bad, but you got to watch that shit. I like the first two Blades. Fuck Cloverfield, bro. Scarface. One of my biggest hot takes of all time. Most overrated movie of all time. It's not an awful movie. It's also not a good movie. The character is nostalgic. I get it. I think the story was supposed to be fine. I don't think that's a good movie, and I think it's terribly paced. Cody Rhodes. Hey, I hear and I see on the timeline, I appreciate that people still enjoy wrestling. I haven't watched it in so long, I wouldn't even know where to start. All I know is I see a lot of baddies in wrestling. And if I was to ever come back to wrestling, it's because some of these dimes and some of these cheeks I see in that ring now. Brokeback Mountain, most disturbing movie. Hey, to you, to some people, that's their thing. Great actors, though. Jake Gyllenhaal, R.I.P. Heath Ledger. They're going to run the reverse, the jet sweep, the CeeDee Lamb. Stop handing off the ball to CeeDee Lamb. Y'all have done that shit 3 times tonight. You did it twice out the backfield, and you run a reverse to him. That shit doesn't work. What are we doing? What are y'all doing? Stop giving them the fucking ball like that. I'm okay with WWE being scripted. It's one of those things, once you stop watching it, you got to stop watching it. Nigga, you like Twilight. I ain't mad at Twilight, bro. Twilight was nostalgic as shit when I was in high school, bro. We was with the shouties at the theater watching Twilight. Shout out to Twilight. I like my favorite Rocky movie is obviously the Russia one. Was that Rocky 4? Rocky 4. I think Rocky 4 and Rocky 2 were the best Rockies. The second one with Apollo Creed and the Ivan Drago one. Living in America. Fire. The Giants defense is ass. I mean, we didn't punt it one time on them boys, so we know this. That's a terrible take. Hey, I'll live on that ledge, bro. Scarface is one of the most overrated movies ever, man. That shit was terribly paced and it was not that good. And I've watched it a few times to try to trick myself into saying, nah, this shit is fire. That shit is not that good. Goodfellas, top 3 movie of all time. Goodfellas, the first 2 Godfathers, and The Departed. That's elite television. I mean, that's elite cinema right there. Scarface is not fucking with any of those movies. War Dogs was pretty good movie. Anchorman, Ron Burgundy. What's going on, Matt? We've been in here simultaneously watching this game, but giving hot takes. We've talked about movies. We've talked about TV show. We've talked about things not aging well. You know, my unhinged ass conversation can go all over the place when Washington isn't playing. You'll never see me doing this when Washington plays. So for those new to the channel, when we do watch parties for other teams, this is what you get. You get me doing play-by-play of the game, but we also go off on tangents about some of the random shit. It's like hanging out with a couple hundred to 1,000 people, and we're just all kicking it. No Country for Old Men, goated movie. Shout out Benicio del Toro. Jade Cargo's a diamond. She's pretty in the ring. There's a lot of females on that ring that, you know what I'm saying, if I was to ever come back, it'd be because of them. Mike McCarthy needs to stop calling plays and hire an OC. And maybe a little late for that. He's on his last legs in Dallas. They're going to be calling up Bill Belichick sometime soon. Casino, fire. They got to cover the spread, Rio, of course. We, really, Rio? Yeah, I ain't mean to call them we. I mean to call them we. I was speaking in the moment. You know Dallas is not we. Oh, man. Let me tell you, if any of my friends ever find a bet that I lost in 9th grade, it's going to have me looking crazy, bro. I lost the bet, and there's a picture in one of my yearbooks of me having to wear a Cowboys jersey. That shit to this day would make me look crazy. I had the busted orphan like Mike Calvin Cambridge braids and a fucking TO jersey on. Oh my God. I lost the bet. And when you're 14 or 15 and you're making bets, you don't have money or any type of monetary income to bet. So you do stupid shit like you got to wear a Cowboys jersey. And it happened to be motherfucking picture day. Man. Somebody's going to find that yearbook and have me looking crazy on these internet streets. A big ass down. And this is when we wore jerseys like way too big. But my boy Ricky lets me borrow his jersey. That jersey was fit for like pot roast Knighton, just big ass 5X TO Cowboys jersey on. I'm so sickened by that. Somebody ever finds that picture, I'm cooked. Oh man. Pulp Fiction, man. Quentin Tarantino. You can sign me up for just about everything Quentin's ever dropped. Giants got, let's go. I like it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Fucking terrible. It looks bad, though. It looks bad from the cover. It looks awful. Remember on Step Brothers, he said because they're 40 and woke them up because they sleepwalk. Step Brothers is hilarious because it's not supposed to be that funny. The actual plot of the movie is the stupidest shit ever, and it's hilarious from beginning to end. Any Daniel Day-Lewis movie, GOAT. I'd wear a skirt before I wore a Dallas jersey. I was a teenager, man. Daniel Jones throws it out of bounds on first down. But, man, now I ain't no secret cowboy, but I ain't finna do me like that. Y'all not gonna do me like that. Fucking disturbing ass movie. Hereditary and Midsummer, some of the most disturbed. Like the end of this, like after I watched Midsummer, I had to put on like some slice of life comedy because I felt disgusted after the ending of that movie. I feel like I do that sometime after I watch some seriously disturbing shit. 2nd and 10, Daniel Jones is back to pass in the shotgun. He hits, what was 84? Is that Theo Johnson out of Penn State? He hits the rookie tight end Theo Johnson out of Penn State for about 7 yards. 3rd and 3 upcoming for the Giants. Oceans 11 and 12, fire. Goated. Hereditary, man. I didn't even like how that shit started. Human Centipede, one of the more disgusting movies ever in life. That shit should not exist. Man, they be having them baddies in the WWE, man. I think I follow some of them, even though I don't watch that shit. Freaky ass Rio, man. 3rd and 4. Daniel Jones is back to pass. He hits his receiver, Wan'Dale Robinson, and he's going to be about a yard short of the first down with 6 minutes to go in the game on their own side of the field. Is it 4 down territory? It looks like Ozempic Dayball is going to go for it on 4th and 1. This is your ball game right here, guys. 5:50 and counting for the New York Giants. 5-point game. They're at their own 40-yard line. They've got 3 feet, a yard to go. What are they going to do? Dial that shit up, Dabs. Just sneak the quarterback. Tell him to pick a hole and go. 4th and 1, they're going to hand it to Devin Singletary, and he's going to get the first down. First down, New York Giants at their own 42. Crash, disturbing, phenomenally written movie. Beautiful movie. Rio honoring a bet wearing a Cowboys jersey. You really are a true Lannister who always pays his debt. You see how it always comes back full circle? If I make the bet, I'll do it, bro. If I make the bet, if I'll do it. If I say I'm gonna wear a Cowboys, Eagles, Giants jersey because of a bet, I'll do it. I'll do it. I honor my bets, man. I ain't had no money to bet. I was in 9th or 10th grade. I'm trying to remember what year it was. Malik Neighbors catches a pass on 1st and 10 and then goes out of bounds. Clock still running. That scene from South Central, one of the realest ever. Freaky ass Rio here. Dallas is not that good, y'all. Don't ever watch. Fam, that don't even sound like something I would allow myself to watch. That name is crazy. I'm not even going to say it out loud because that sounds like some demonetization type shit. Mo Better Blues, Full Metal Jacket, classic, Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy. Go G-Men, go Big Blue. You got 4 minutes left to pull this shit off. Is Daniel Johns going to sack up? Booty Call. Such a stupid ass movie, but Tommy Davidson and Jamie Foxx. Dude, Where's My Car? Another movie that might be the corniest shit ever, but is a classic. A lot of movies. We like a lot of stupid shit. A lot of the shit we grew up on was dumb as hell, but it was funny as shit. I can't wait for Sunday's game. I'm a bit upset though about I hate that shit, man. He was running with he was running hard, especially on the kick returns as well. Allegretti might be out. I didn't hear that one. That's news to me. I don't know nothing about Allegretti might be out. 3rd and 6. And the ball's knocked down going to Wandell. 3:30 left in the game. It's decision time again for Ozempic Dayball. And it looks like they're going for it. 3:30 left. Once again, here's your ball game. Nacho Libre. Life is fire. Did you see the clip about RG3 and Dan? Yep, I saw that shit. I listened to that whole podcast. That shit was fire. Y'all watch freaky movies. The Fifth Element, classic. Nah, the Germans of World War II made the movie. Yeah, nah, I'm not interested in that shit. That shit sound crazy. That shit sound like it's making me uncomfortable as soon as the title credits come up. We may have to call Justin Pugh off his couch to play for us. Hey, man, I'll send him. Hey, let me know. I'll send a message, bro. Tell him to send that text to Cliff. Tell him we need you. Check in. Yeah, I didn't see Nick Allegretti on the injury report, so I'm not sure where that came from. I hope that's not the case. Old School and Road Trip. Oh, cult classic comedy movie, Euro Trip. Scotty doesn't know. That was my shit, yo. Euro Trip was my shit. I watched that movie so many fucking times. Love that movie. Can't Hardly Wait. Another cult classic for me. Love that fucking movie. Dumb and Dumber. You got shit all over the wall. The Bob Saget joke. Inglourious Bastard. Quentin Tarantino don't miss, man. He rarely has misses on his record. Collateral. Tom Cruise was terrifying in that movie. Malibu Most Wanted was dumb, but it was funny because it was dumb. I'm B-Rad G from the Boo. Shout out Jamie Kennedy. Have I ever watched Children of the Corn? Absolutely. That's one of those movies you watch it 1 or 2 times, you never watch it again. Definitely seen it. Yeah, I hope Nick Allegretti's not on it because Nick Allegretti's playing ball. Adam Peters found some guys, man. Adam Peters found some guys. The Goonies. I used to love the Goonies back in the day. Ren and Stimpy, never was a fan, but I used to watch it. Rocko's Modern Life used to upset me. Top Gun and the second one, the Maverick joint, fire. Cosby's on the injury report. He said today he's playing. Stop reporting anything and everything. Check your sources. Nick Allegretti is not on the injury report. He's good to go, y'all. Die Hard. Apparently, Die Hard's a Christmas movie, right? American Pie, American Pie 2, American Wedding, one of my favorite trilogies ever. Absolute perfection of coming to age comedy. And you wrote the entire story of these boys. Movie number 1, high school, senior year. Movie number 2, college. Movie number 3, adulthood. And then they hit us 20 years later with the American Reunion. Absolute fire 4 set of movies. Absolute fire. Love them. And I like the American Reunion. Oh, my God. Micah Parsons is getting helped off the field. What is going on? Micah Parsons looks injured, y'all. He's getting helped off by two trainers. He's walking very gingerly off the field. Spooky season for Dallas, y'all. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Hear me out. The best movie opening. You got served. Fire opening, by the way. Awful movie, classic. Love it. Jingle All the Way is the best Christmas movie of all time. I will hold that until the end of time. 4th and 6. It's the funniest Christmas movie ever, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad and Cuz that played the neighbor. So funny. 4th and 6. Daniel Jones has nothing. He's scrambling around. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. DeMarcus Lawrence is approaching, and he's rolling to his left, and he throws it to Malik Neighbors, who toe taps on the sideline. I don't know if he caught it, but he's down, and he looks injured right now. They're going to call it an incomplete, and that's probably going to be your ball game. But more importantly, is Malik Neighbors okay? He is down. Oh, no. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Parsons goes out, and now Malik Neighbors down. What the fuck is going on right now? Damn, man. He actually got the toes down too, but he was not able to come down with it. And the way he landed, what's going on? Is that a shoulder? That his head hitting the ground? Wow, he looked like fucking Michael Jackson the way he tiptoed that shit. Wow, that was some off-the-wall Michael Jackson tiptoes, man. What's wrong with him? Is he okay? What's going on? Oh, no. Come on, Neighbors. Come on, bruh. I know these are the ops, but I hate this. I don't like this at all. I don't ever want to see anybody get hurt. We just in consecutive plays saw Micah Parsons have to get walked off, and now Malik Neighbors is down, and I don't know what's going on, but he looks like he's in serious pain. What a back-to-back slippery slope of unfortunate events. Oh my God, I don't like it. And Micah Parsons has his cleat and sock off. He's being carted off, and Malik Neighbors is being, oh my God, this is bad, bro. This is bad. Man. Now, they were talking about RG3 and Dan Snyder on the Pardon My Take podcast. Pardon my take, Barstool Sport. So Micah Parsons is being carted into the locker room, and Malik Neighbors may be doing the same. He just got taken back to the tent. 3:21 left. Dallas is looking to put this game on ice. Wow, what a morbid end to this game. What the hell is happening over here? The Breaks is one of the randomest funny movies I've ever seen. It makes no sense why that movie's hilarious. About the white boy in the hood, that shit is hilarious, yo. That turf is a problem for real. Definitely. Oh, man. I know JD5 is sad. That's his boy. That's his best friend right there, man. That's one of his boy. That's gang. Shit, just because we love Jaden so much, I feel like Neighbors is family. Like, I don't want to see him get hurt. I'm glad we already played. We have not played in MetLife yet. We got to play in MetLife in November. We played in D.C. I guess you must be a fan of another team because we definitely didn't play in MetLife yet. I hate that we got to go there in November. What are the odds that Parsons tore his? God, don't put that out in the air. I don't like that. I hope not, but that looked bad. That looked bad. When you take the cleat and the sock off and put them on the cart, that is a bad sign. Cowboys fans might win this game, but they are going to be very shooketh if Micah Parsons is significantly injured. Man. Don't look now, but the Eagles' top two receivers are hurt. Micah Parsons is down. Malik Neighbors is banged up. Shit is just lining up for the Washington Commanders. And I hate to even say that because I don't want to glorify guys getting injured. But Lord, are things lining up for the Commanders if they can win some of these games they're supposed to. Rio, national media, that bandwagon. Appreciate you, man. It's very unhinged over here. I'm a big yapper. I can sit here and do this for hours on end. 3rd and 1 for Dallas inside the 39-yard line. They're going to get the first down. They're going to wind this shit around the 2-minute warning. When y'all play the Saints, keep your head on a swivel. They some dirty fuckers. We'll definitely pay attention to it. That is Chase Young Revenge Tour week. So I'll definitely be paying attention. Thanks for the heads up. I hope the Giants score and run the clock out as well. The Cowboys are about to run the clock out. The Giants not even going to have the chance. If things don't go well in Dallas, Parsons could want to change his scenery. You never know because Jerry going to use that against him if he's hurt. So you got hurt last year, boy. You got hurt last year. I don't know about that contract extension in those terms you're speaking of. You got a season-ending injury last year. Texas State of Mind. What up, Rio? Just tuned in. What's going on? Well, with 2 minutes left to go in the game, we witnessed a back-to-back what the fuck moment of Micah Parsons being carted off to the locker room. And on the next play, Malik Neighbors almost came down with a beautiful fourth down conversion, had to leave and go to the tent. So Parsons and Neighbors, the best player probably on both of these teams. Well, for Dallas, either their best player or their second best player. Scary hours for the Giants and the Cowboys. Hate to be y'all. Is it better than Bad Santa? I'm taking Jingle All the Way over Bad Santa, but Bad Santa is a fucking hilarious adult comedy. Funny as shit. A Christmas heist movie with a degenerate Santa is hilarious. The Saints are super dirty. Oh, man. A respectful Commanders fan. I'm trying not to celebrate. I'm not trying to celebrate either, but I'm just telling you, it is still raggedy as hell. I'm just telling you, man. So Neighbors back to the locker room. Parsons back to the locker room. I hate it that it's happening this way, but this shit is definitely is adding up for the home team, man. I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm just looking at the full spectrum of what's happening. Dallas and Philly at full strength right now don't look like world beaters. Philly's top two receivers are injured. AJ Brown's missed a couple weeks. Neighbors looks hurt for the Giants, and now Micah Parsons is heading back to the locker room. I don't know, man. Cards might be aligning for this evaluation year to turn more into that, but let's see what the team does before we can go into that. Oh, man. No, we're not cursing Neighbors, man. Hope the Giants strip them. Someone just cursed Neighbors. Hope the Giants strip the ball because of a fumble, pick it up, and run it to the house for a touchdown. It would be nice. I think their goose is cooked tonight, y'all. DeMarcus hurt and Diggs looks like he was wincing in pain. Yep, DeMarcus Lawrence is hurt. Diggs is hurt. Parsons is hurt. Dear God. Jerry Jones' karma is just falling in front of his eyes right now. G-Men lost their crutch and Neighbors. This game is over. Just won $82 off this game. Shout out to you for cashing something out, B Sunlock. The football gods might be shining on us this season and in the future. We're going to get to that point in a second, but I can definitely hear where it's coming from. What's funny is the Giants guy that is always in your chat on our game days, he not in here today. What's that about? Almighty Finesse was in here earlier, but the guy, Giants guy, I haven't seen him all night. You know, Giants guy that was laughing at us for being happy about winning on Monday. Where he at, though? We ain't seen Giants fan all day. Giants guy, where he at? Neighbors got a concussion, in my opinion. Not saying I hope it's just a concussion, but maybe it's a mild concussion. Hopefully he's straight. He'll shake back from that. NFC East through 1 month of the season, a quarter way through, definitely looks up for grabs, but it's up for us and the Giants to dictate how up for grabs it is. Eagles will be fine. They got a bye next week. AG will be back to play Cleveland. Probably so. At some point, the Eagles have to spread their wings and look like one of the best rosters in the league because that's what they have. But until that point, the NFC is wide the fuck open. 9 wins. I'm not saying that too soon, but hey, it's possible. You never know. Rio, with the corners our teams got right now, teams will look like world beaters. Yep. But also, the other side of that coin is if our offense keeps being what our offense is, we'll have a chance in most weeks versus most teams because while the Tampa Bay game looks like a blowout on the scoreboard, late in the third quarter, we were still within a possession of the Tampa Bay Buccaneer. So if our offense actually shows up, we have a chance. 3rd and 12, the Cowboys are going to run the ball, and they're not going to convert it. They're going to probably kick a field goal. I don't think the Giants have any timeouts left to stop the clock. That's looking like your ball game, gentlemen and ladies. Send out an APB. Almighty Finesse, where you at? Almighty Finesse, Giants guy, where you at? If you haven't smashed that like button yet, holla at your boy. Smash that like button. We're at 13,300 subscribers on the channel right now. Let's get it in, baby. Giants fans, week 2. Man, y'all couldn't even score a touchdown. That's pathetic. A week and a half later, and Brandon Aubrey missed the field goal. Wow. Play the lottery, guys. 28 seconds to go. Daniel Jones will get a chance to throw up an Hail Mary, and he's probably going to have to do so without the best weapon on the team. Hate to see injuries to anyone. I want to beat him at full strength. I don't want any excuses. I don't want him either. Is what it is, though. Eagles, the class of the division on paper, and they're supposed to be. They have a top 3 roster in football. What they're going to do with that roster, I don't know. Because last year, they didn't do shit with it. Bucks are going to body the Eagles. I'm calling it. I hope so. It's going to be a heavy dose of Saquon Barkley if Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown meet that game. Legacy game coming up for Jahan Dotson. 1st and 10, Daniel Jones is at around his own 30. He launches it up the sideline to Wan'Dale Robinson, and he's not able to get it. I like what he's thinking, though, because that was a deep pass to the sideline that would have given him the ability to go out of bounds. I like what you're thinking there, Daniel, but y'all are just cooked. The Niners are decimated. The Niners have an injury report that looks like a CVS receipt right now. Big cook. Another said report about Gingerbread Man, a.k.a. Diddy. We're talking about Diddy. Just heard CMC might not be available to like week 12. If you drafted CMC in fantasy, I'm sorry. Maybe if your team holds on and makes the playoffs, he can run you to a championship, but yikes. Daniel Jones is scrambling. He's running out to his right side, and he throws it away. 15 seconds left in the game. It's 15 seconds left in the game. Brandon Aubrey missing a kick is crazy. Noodle arm Danny. I mean, he launched that bitch, though. Diggs is back on the field. They should have played their Billy Joel fight song like you indicated. Yeah, they might have had better luck, but Dallas owns these guys. Dallas does not lose to this football team. A menace to society. Great movie. There are a lot of those that exist in this earth. 15 seconds left to go. No neighbors for the Giants. They're throwing up prayers at this point. At this point, you're throwing it deep and hoping that somebody gets interfered with. Daniel Jones is going to let that bitch fly up the right sideline to Jalen Hyatt, and it's going to be intercepted. Game time. Game over. Owarare ends the game with an interception. And that is your ball. I mean, it's a Hail Mary situation. What did we expect was about to happen? For it was his first time missing a 50-yard field goal. Crazy. I totally agree. The Bucks going to slip by with a sip. As long as they beat them, I'm cool. I need the Eagles and the Cowboys stacking up losses earlier. With honors. With honor. Have I seen that movie? No, I have not. With honors. What's that about? Baby girl whistle. I'm going to that guy's channel after the game. Yeah, y'all go ahead and pull up the Cop Pizzle and put 1 in 3 in his comments and in his chat. Go to Kid Blue, Cop Pizzle, go rock with Nikki and all them and put 1 in 3 in their chat. At least they played the Cowboys tough. Who do the Cowboys got next? That's a good question. Who do the Cowboys got next? Let me look at their schedule real quick. The Cowboys in week 5 are playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ooh, on Sunday Night Football. That is interesting. That's an interesting game. They'll probably be favored to win that game, but the way that Steelers defense looks, they may be a problem for the Cowboys, and that's going to wrap up another successful watch party, and it was another fun time tonight. It was a hate watch NFC East stream, and man, I'll definitely check it out with honors. I told y'all I watch everything, and if you've heard me yap for the last hour, it should prove that I watch a little bit of everything. Matchstick Man, I know about it as well. Y'all smash the like button one more time for the boy. The NFC East is wide open. Let's see what Washington does on Sunday. I hope the Steelers beat them. Appreciate every single one of y'all. We had about almost 300 people for the majority of the game. Dallas wins. The Giants fall to 1 in 3. And Washington gets a chance to stay atop the NFC East on Sunday with Philadelphia. I will see y'all tomorrow for some more content. I got a stream at 4 p.m. tomorrow with Josh Taylor. I'm doing another collab with another Cardinals fan, and I'll probably put out a video as soon as I wake up in the morning. That's all I got for right now. Y'all have a blessed Thursday night. I will see y'all on Friday. Smash that like button on your way out. Deuces.